Hello and welcome to our live.
Hey.
Hello. And we are going to be talking about the Stan Store Challenge that we are on week 2 out of 4 weeks. And, it's probably going to be an ongoing thing, but we will see. We will see over this month. So just before we get started, how about we just go around the room and just, intro ourselves. What about you, Marv? We haven't seen you in a little wee hot minute.
In a wee while. In a hot minute, I hear you. Thanks, Kaz. Thanks for inviting me back.
Yeah.
And it is hot here. Pernilla, you're right. It's hot in the UK. It's warm in the UK.
It's hot here as well. It's amazing, but it's hot today. It's like 29 degrees.
Yes, really? It's so good.
I've got a hot water bottle on my lap.
Oh, babe.
And a heater right here.
Oh, babe.
Oh, Karen, can we swap? Because honestly, I don't do the heat and it's horrible. Anyway, Marv, continue.
What is your temperature? You said it was a bit cool today, Marie.
It is a bit cooler today because we've had the most incredible storms. During the day, it goes up to, during the day, we can go up to 40 degrees. But then at night, the storms break out, 40 degrees. And I would say the problem is in the evening, it's about 35 degrees when I go to bed. So you just don't get a reprieve. So that's the worst thing, is the sleep thing. But anyway, the last 2 nights, it has rained, torrential rain, storms, and it's lovely. So it's just cooler. So I can breathe.
Yes, you'll take it. You'll take it.
You're shimmying, Marie, with that feeling
I'm
cool.
shimmying. I'm happy. I'm very happy today. Exactly. I'm doing the dance. I'm doing the dance. I do a rain dance every day, just in case, just to will the rain along. But yeah. Anyway, Marv, sorry, I've taken over completely.
Fine. I'm just so happy to be here, ladies. Honestly, I sound like a cracked record, but Kaz, thanks so much for inviting me. I've never felt so welcomed and just loved and just feeling that bit, a lot less alone, because this whole YouTube thing, you know what I mean? You're so in your head, and I feel like I'm a bit of a crazy woman, and now I'm with 3 other crazy women.
Yes.
and Jason 4 and everybody on the other groups and stuff. So very appreciative.
I'm glad you like being here, Marv, because this is your slot. So you're always we're just going to do this, Sunday slot until people don't want to do it anymore. But, this is your slot if you're ever available.
Amazing.
Everyone.
You were amazing. Yeah. So, I've been away for a few weeks. So, went to Ibiza, girls' trip, just me and Xenia. And we went to see our friend Susie, she flies around Europe and the UK singing as a Madonna and Kylie and Blondie tribute act.
Wow, my 3 favorite people in the whole world.
Right? She's amazing. I put some video on my Instagram because I was just screaming and wailing right at the front of this gig of hers in a pub in Ibiza, singing all the songs.
And you should find it. You should find her on your thing and just play it bit for us.
Oh my goodness!
Find it.
Yeah, I'm such a Blondie fan.
She was just stunning.
Blondie.
And the thing about I don't know about you, if you've seen some tribute acts, I see them. And you see them in a pub or whatever, and they'll either look like the person, but they won't sound like them, or they will, or they'll sound a bit and they don't look like them. And I'm like, oh, for me, Susie is the perfect combo. I was going
to say Blondie, Kylie, and Kylie was when I was really young. I was a Kylie fan. I have to say, I was true Kylie fan. But Kylie, Blondie, and Madonna. They're all great women. It doesn't matter if you don't look like them, but if you sound like them.
You sound like them. Yeah. I'm trying to. Oh, look. Oh, okay. Here is Susie as Blondie. Let me see.
Wow.
I'm such a Blondie fan as well. Wow.
Because you talked about her in your newsletter, didn't you? Didn't you talk about her in your newsletter? One of your newsletters?
Yeah. And she's kind of like a friend of she's a friend of Xenia's, who I went to Ibiza with. And I know her, but I'm not like a bezie with her. But she literally lives about a mile, half a mile down the road from me. And she's just incredible. And she, what I said in my newsletter about her was that she was telling us on the beach that she was in like an office job that she hated, and she found the courage to quit because she just wanted to be a singer. She wanted to do this work, and she was like, I know it's crazy, but I'm just going to get out of here and give it a go. And I was just like, what a girl.
That's it.
What a girl. Oh,
the
she's
time
incredible.
is now, isn't it? It's always now, actually.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. You know, if you want to, and that's kind of, it segues into my channel. Like, because it's about like changing, believing in yourself and your ability to change what you want in life, particularly around work, and whatever you want to do, the way you want to earn money, you know, just to be happier. And I've done that several times, like changing different jobs. I've walked out of so many jobs and been made redundant before, facing layoff right now because I heard about that in Ibiza, which was that last video. And been thinking about, what do I do now? I've got to change again. You know, sometimes when you want to change, it's because you want to, but enforced change is that bit different and frightening.
Yeah.
And so I boohooed a lot the last few weeks, girls, whilst I've been away. Cried because it kind of shakes it does shake your self-belief.
Yeah,
it does. That's for sure.
And like
Yeah, it really, really does.
kicks in, right, Marv? Like the self-doubt can kick in.
Yeah.
And you just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, you think you're doing. I mean, it's you have those irrational thoughts because the situation around what's happening at my workplace is all to do with what else is happening in the world. You know, ad revenues are vanishing, and companies got to admit that. What's tickling you, Maria? You're laughing. I can hear you laughing.
Can you hear the dog, or are you everybody okay? You can't hear the dog. I'm like, oh shit, do I turn it off? What do I do?
You're fine. You're fine.
It's literally a dog, like, I don't think laughing, it's vomiting, barking. I don't know. Anyway, it's okay. Wow. I'm on the floor, I'm on the 5th floor. It's, you know, the noise pollution is real, but it's okay.
You know what? We're here to keep it real.
I know. I like the ASMR, but I'm not sure that dog barking is that soothing. So I was like, oh shit. I'm like listening to my, sorry, I just turned my microphone off just in case. Bloody hell. Okay, so
it's all right, babe. Honestly, I mean, it's the work situation. The good thing is it's not like you're targeted and you're being let go because you're rubbish. It's like I am part of like hundreds of people who are vanishing because of the changing times, basically. But it still makes you think, exactly as you said, Pernilla, it still makes you think, am I good enough? Should I still be doing this thing that I've had a dream of doing since I was a little kid? Is it time to give it up? Honestly, I didn't even say that in my video because I'm posting a video today, but it made me think, is it time to just let it go now? There's all of those things, and you know, doing this YouTube thing, is this the thing? Is this the thing? And is it a combination of other things? I've always done other bits and bobs, but it does just shake your foundations when you think you're going okay. And you think, oh, I'm doing this nice little job, and I've never felt so appreciated. And all the rest of it. And then now, is it side hustle? Is it side hustle and other stuff? Yeah.
It's so hard, isn't it? It's so hard to feel that. I think uncertainty is one of the worst things we can feel. But I do believe, and I say this because of my own situation, I shall explain later. Uncertainty is horrible. I think it's horrible. The instability, the uncertainty of the situation that you're in, Marv, and it can make us feel so uncomfortable. But sometimes just being in that uncomfortable situation, I always believe that somehow in a long time or however, it will lead to something that you're supposed to do or somewhere that you're supposed to be. I want to believe that. That's my belief. I want to believe that for you, you know, that it's going to lead you somewhere where you're going to be like, oh God, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? That's what I want to think.
Thank you so much. And you know, I do agree. I totally agree with that. Things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think the one key thing, and then I'll shut up. I'll shut up about this. I will shut up.
No, because that's
the
really
one-
interesting.
Yeah, no,
It's
we're
interesting.
fascinated.
It's
We
lovely to have
haven't
you
seen you in
here.
ages. We're completely fascinated and interested, truly.
Thank you. The one difference, because I've always been that person who is like, ugh, I don't like that job. I'll walk out. Like literally at the end of today, I'm gone, or I've gone at lunchtime. I've done some dumb things, right? I've done some stupid things. And yeah, been made redundant. You know, you got a month's salary or you got no salary, blah 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 blah. And even being like a freelancer contractor in news, in journalism now, there's a lot of uncertainty. Like I could work, like I've worked the last couple of Monday Tuesdays. I probably won't get paid for 2 months, right? This is just how it is. You might send an invoice, say 30-day terms, you ain't getting it, you don't know when, right? So you don't even know when money is going to come into your account, all that stuff. You don't really know that far in advance when you're going to get booked, all that stuff. But with this job, it felt like a bit of a comeback. Like I'd been away from TV news, and then I was invited to work with this team, and I was like, no way, are you serious? This team, like this is big. So I was inside, I was like, and then they're a beautiful team. They're so hardworking. I'm so proud to be part of the show. And then to be told like there's no guarantees at the end of the year when your contract ends. There's no guarantees that you'll be in the new cycle of how they're changing things for the program. And I'm just like, crap. And so the thing about believing that something else will come, I do, and a lot of people have said to me something similar in the last few weeks. But I've always been quick to go, right, yeah, what's next? But this is so different because there's hurt. I am hurting because of that. I feel a bit stupid actually. I feel like I shouldn't have got so excited and happy about this job because now it's drifting away, and it just guts me.
Yeah.
Guts me, and I just need to. I've been feeling that hurt, and I know I've got to let it go, and I know I've got to push it away. Pernilla, I'm going to need you. I've got to push it away, and I've got to get over the hurt, and I've got to accept the hurt. And I understand acceptance and all that stuff as a coach, but it's just here. It's here because it's like, is this
No, you've got to
the
sit in
end
there and be
of what I've always wanted to be?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I think we need the time to feel like, I guess you could call it like bitterness, like you feel a little bit bitter.
It's sadness.
We need that. We need that time.
It's sadness. It's deep sadness of a loss, a potential loss.
No, and you have to give yourself time to be in that emotion and give yourself time to work through it, because a loss can be anything, and whatever it is, it's a grieving process, and that can look different for everybody. Do you know what I mean? And for you, it's really sad. Like you said, you were so excited about it. It's like a kid being given a sweet and then completely taken away, except it's so much bigger, but it's that kind of concept. And
yeah, and then you feel even more stupid. Like I feel stupid. I've not said. I mean, here we are to the world. I've not told anyone.
Get it out.
But like my family know. But I've not told. You know, like some people go, some personal news and all that stuff on LinkedIn. I'm not doing that nonsense, right? Because I feel like I feel embarrassed actually.
It does feel embarrassing. I agree that when you're laid off, it does feel embarrassing, you know? I agree. Yeah.
And just like, they're not knowing and everything's a bit, So but I can't speak. But then, you know, I was already, even before going to Ibiza, I was already going to shift, like the focus of my channel to more worky, career-y, get your life in order kind of stuff. And then, then this happens. So I'm like, okay, let's just go this way and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard. Sorry, Marv. Yeah.
And so
but I think it's perfect, like, to get your life in order. If you talk about that, like, you are going to be in that journey. So that's amazing. I think that's going to create so much value for your viewers.
I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, you know, the funny thing about YouTube is you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. Or it might be just me. I feel like it's spaghetti at the wall, or maybe that's why maybe that's why I've not been doing well with it since I've started. But it feels like spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah, I think so. You never know what's going to pop off.
Right? So that's what I'm just thinking, okay, I'm going to try this direction. And see how that goes. But it's all from stuff I know, because I've been through so many different careers and all that stuff, and been in places where you're appreciated and been in places where you're hated and people talk behind your back and people push you out. I've been pushed out. I've had a lot. I've had viewers complain about me because they hate the way I speak. They hate the way I look, the way I laugh.
You're talking about on TV, like
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's brutal
It's brutal.
Even on TV, but even on TV, if you're delivering the news or whatever, you know, something important, people can. Have people got nothing better to do?
No,
I feel like people have got a lot of time on their hands. No?
People used to write about me. There used to be trolls writing about me on forums and stuff. And when I saw that stuff, I was like, crap. And then so
oh, definitely. You know what? One of the most popular female sort of broadcasters, Hilary Barry, here in New Zealand, she just gets the most incredible hate everything, you know, and like she'll just get everything from like someone saying, why are you wearing those tops like off your shoulder?
Oh my God, honestly, this is driving me mad with people.
You know what? I'm glad. I think it might have been last year or the year before, like years ago, probably, like, you know, the news anchors and the broadcasters, they probably didn't address it, but she just addressed it straight off, and she wore it again, and she put some stuff on her own personal Instagram. And I'm like, I'm really glad, you know, that she's not being clamped down to actually push back and just keep wearing those tops and everything. But it's just brutal. It's everything. I don't like that. And do you know what? What about, okay, the whole criticism about the women and their wardrobes? And didn't they do that experiment, Marv? Did you hear about that with a guy? Like, I think it was in America or something. The guy just wore the same thing. One of the guys, news, you know, anchers. He just wore the same thing all the time. No one's commenting. No one's commenting. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't surprise us, doesn't? Yeah.
No. And then you add in the fact that, like, sorry, Pernilla, carry on.
No, I was just about to say that, you know, this is going to exist like forever. So we just need to train our minds, you know, and have thick skin. So we just, you know, like the others. Yeah.
But it must hurt though, no? It must really hurt. It must, like, I mean, you can, you know, one comment maybe you can brush off, but a few, I think, like self-doubt and, like, you know, you might look in the mirror and those comments will just be flying at you in your brain, I think. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it takes a lot of work to get to not be, you know what I mean? I can't imagine.
Yeah. And it's already kind of, you know, there are very, very few, there are barely any black female journalists on screen in Britain. There are barely, you know, the percentage of black journalists in Britain is really small. And then, so you're hyper visible anyway. So you know, you're going to be a target. It brings a lot of anxieties, but it's just gotta go mind on mind, baby. Pernilla, I'm gonna be watching all your videos to get some more tips as well to bring
to wear those Wonder Woman like little wristlets.
Oh
yeah, the lasso of truth.
Wonder Woman in one of my videos once. I can't remember why.
Those braces, I don't think about those braces, but I have been working on Pernilla's channel. That sounds terrible. I've been working on her channel. I've been working on Pernilla's this week, her overthinking, because I've had a pretty tough week as well. So it's been absolutely brilliant to be working on how she recommends to I mean, I always journal, but to write everything down, like, what are you overthinking? Why are you overthinking it? What emotion comes up? Well, I've done it all. It's all going well.
Oh,
It's all
amazing.
going well.
I need to get on it.
Her videos are brilliant. The series that Pernilla's got. Sorry, I'm talking about you, and you're right there, Pernilla. Your series that you've got is amazing. Keep talking. No. Keep talking. Yes, it is. It's wonderful. I really recommend it as well for you as well, Marv. If you've got 5 minutes, it's just lovely just to, and also brain dump as well. One of the things Pernilla says, just brain dump.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah,
it's a good shout.
Thank you, Marie, and I'm so happy for you.
It's just so useful.
Yeah, you're just a decision away, right? You just decide to do it, and then you just do it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to want to do it. It's taken me, I've known those videos are there, I've watched them, but I haven't done anything about it. But it took this week for me to actually say, okay, right, now you can either stay in this place or you can decide to do something about it. What's in my control? This is in my control. All of this is not. And I can't look at it. I have to just let go of it and just get on with it, and then focus on what I can.
Sorry.
Which is,
I'm going to be back. So sorry. The cat. I just got, because I'm in the house on my own. I just got to deal with him. He's crying. All right, Bab.
Oh, poor
Give me
little
1
thing.
minute.
give him a hug for us.
He's hungry. He's hungry. That's all.
You know,
All right, puppy.
this is feeding time.
You know, Marie, I was just about to say that because you reached that pain point. Like, that's why I also talk in my videos that pain isn't always a bad thing. It can actually motivate you to actually make the change, you know?
Yes,
like, you felt the pain, and that's why you want a change, right? So you start like working.
Yeah. And doing something.
It's amazing.
Exactly. You kind of have to, I kind of had to do something, and I didn't know what to do that was different to it, because I obviously do a lot of things. I journal, I meditate, I do lots and lots of things. And I was like, okay, I'm overthinking too much. Right. Overthinking. That's where I am at, you know? So it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, and can you guys see the comments? We've got Krista from
No, I think Jazz is here. I want to say hi to Jazz. Good morning.
Kelly is here. But so Krista's
hi,
saying
Kelly.
Pain is a very good thing, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not nice. It's not nice at the time when you're going through it. I mean, it's just,
but sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes. Right.
Yeah, because I always think it's like a tower moment. No, sometimes things have to fall for us to rebuild them with a better foundation. And it's horrible to say. And I have been through it so many times. Like, I still continue to go through it. I don't know when it'll ever stop. I suppose it won't. But I do know now that even though I might be going through some of that, I think there's always a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. I know that it will come out, you know. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Hi to everyone in the comments.
Yeah.
Do you mean pain, Marie?
Yeah, if you're going through a bad moment for whatever reason, and I always say it's like a tower moment. It's like it's like the whole of you has to break down. I mean, I think the first time anyone ever has like a complete breakdown, like when I say breakdown, when the first time anyone has this moment where they're just like, I don't know what to do. I'm feeling completely helpless. I think that moment feels like it goes on forever. But eventually, slowly but slowly, we kind of build up ourselves again, and we become a more stable foundation. In my case, I think, and a lot of people, I think I have these moments a lot where everything just comes to a standstill. I'm in this situation, but the more it happens, the more resilient I become in the long run. Does that make sense?
It does. It makes sense. And the quicker you recognize it, right? Like the time between rock bottom, let's say, and you start to change. Yeah, that time. Yeah. That's like the mission, to shorten the time.
Exactly. And it does get shorter.
Exactly.
Doesn't it? Eventually.
Doesn't time just go so slowly when you're in pain, and then it goes so fast when you're really happy and joyful?
Yes.
What is that about?
Yeah. I was just thinking about time this morning. I was like, okay, what am I going to say now? But what did I do this week?
Exactly. Do you know what? Me too. And I'm just thinking, should I work on something a little bit more, or should I just do a thumbnail for tonight? And I thought, I'll do a thumbnail for tonight.
Right.
I get it.
And there are so many things that you want to do, and so I don't know, time just flies. So you need like proper time management, that's for sure.
No, I mean, the thing is that this is just real life. So like we can have worked on nothing or something or whatever, because it's just more that I think the challenge is like the impetus for us, isn't it, to kind of get in and roll our sleeves up and do some stuff, whereas we may not have progressed any of our little projects before, right? So the other thing too, I was thinking about Marv and the trolls and things is, do you guys know Chase Hughes? Have I talked about Chase Hughes? Do you guys follow him?
I think I've heard you talk about him. I don't know who he is.
Okay, so he's the one that sort of said, he doesn't read his comments because, like, in terms of bad comments, nobody more successful than him has left him a nasty comment. So and I'm like, that's true.
Okay, you're going to say hello, Max. I've got a cat.
You know what was just saying? Marv, do you follow Chase Hughes?
Oh, it's going to go.
Max is bottom on the screen. I love it.
Yes, Max is actually famous anyway. So actually, he can't go. Well, he is not famous. I mean, he's on my thumbnail. Not my thumbnail. On my page.
On your picture.
Yeah, that's Max. I've got two, but yeah, and you've got Poppy. How's Is it Poppy?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. You like meatloaf because I love a bit of meatloaf. Meatloaf. Yeah, the group.
Bless him.
Do you call him meat, or meaty? Like,
I call him meaty moo moo sometimes.
Meaty moo moo. It's true. I do Molly moo moo.
And he would never get up on the table because he's kind of semi-feral. And I texted my husband. I texted Austin because Austin was doing a gig in the middle of a field in a festival somewhere in Herefordshire last night. So he was camping out with the boys. I put a bowl of food down for Meatloaf last night, and when I looked this morning, not eaten. I said he's been out. I said to Austin, he's been out all night, the little beep. And so he's just come in now for screeching at me for food. I'm like, where have you been, buddy? He's so like that, and he's you wouldn't think he was disabled because he's got one eye, but he carries on like he's cock of the walk. He does.
Yep.
He's great.
It's funny, isn't it? Because here in Spain, the cats that are in the house, they don't go out. I mean, I can't because I'm on the 5th floor. So I mean, obviously it's dangerous and I have to be really careful and everything. But it's so funny that cats just go out in the UK. They just go out, and I can't imagine that here. Here they're kind of always in their house. Yeah. Exactly. And your Meatloaf has got. I was thinking of the music group Meatloaf as well.
Yeah, the guy.
Is that what he's named after? Meatloaf?
I don't know, because he's a rescue. We got him when he was 5 years old, and that was his name from the RSPCA, and it was just such a cute name. I thought, we'll keep it.
Well, we've got all the M's. I love that. I think he's lovely. Yeah, the M's, because I've got Molly and Max. They're both rescues as well. Oh, and I think Pernilla's got a Molly. Her sister's got a sister. Molly.
Yeah.
We've got all
Karen,
the
M's. You got any pets?
No, I don't. I actually, do you know what? I did have a rabbit called Murphy. See, all the M's.
Murphy.
Yes, Murphy. Yeah, Murphy. Yeah, but do you know what?
I love that. I love the real names, Murphy. That's great.
I know, but do you know what? Don't you just love these cat names like Richard and like names like that? You know how some people like name them quite sort of traditional,
like
solid
people names.
like real, like really, really like. I don't know. I knew someone who named their rabbit Jeff. You know what I mean? We're like, whoa, okay.
What?
You know, okay.
I love it.
Hey, but what we were saying before too about trolls, Marv, is, do you follow Chase Hughes? Do you know who he is on YouTube? Chase Hughes?
No, who is he? Tell me more.
He's one of these people who kind of like does a lot of like training, like mind training. He calls people operatives and stuff. It's all about I don't know, like
when you're
undercover brother stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Secret agency sort of stuff.
Can you put his name in
Chase
the chat?
Hughes,
yeah.
Chase,
I want to check him out. Now you got my attention when you said mine.
Yeah. Guys, feel free.
So what is he? Is he?
But he trains people in like just mind stuff, like how to be calm in a situation, how to, like, he literally teaches about, you know, don't be the person rushing around, because that makes you look like you're a little bit anxious. But he will say a challenge this week is to move around the office like so slowly, because if you move slowly, you're looking more in control and calm. It looks a bit more authoritative and powerful. So he'll say, move, I want you to move as slowly as you're underwater. So he puts all these little challenges out and stuff. But what we were talking about before is I was saying that he doesn't read the comments in his, like, on YouTube, because he said, he was talking about like negative comments. And he goes, well, you know what? I've actually, and he's a very humble guy. So it's amazing. I loved hearing him say this. He said, I've never seen a nasty comment about me that's been written by someone more successful than me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Period.
Dude, I'm so happy to hear him just like speak the truth, because same with you. Someone's sitting there going, don't like your dress or whatever. It's like, okay, Sally, in your nightgown at like 2:00 in the afternoon, you know, on a Wednesday.
Oh,
you know,
Kaz, it's like your short. It's like the short you did.
It is Sally
like,
pants, exactly.
Like
1, 2, 3. Who cares about her? Nobody.
You're very kind about Sally. I normally say, and I'll have to expletive this, I say most of these trolls are sitting there on the sofa with the hand down their bleeps, scratching their bleeps.
That's
like
it. That's what they're doing.
What they're doing. And that's one, and then the other hand is going right.
Yeah.
I think the question is like I think we've been through this before. No, like we've said, like these, but why? I mean, why one thing or the other? Really, at the end of the day, what both things are why. No.
Yeah. You know what? Rob commented a video
on it.
He did a really interesting video on it, just about like people in the comments, and he's so even-handed, Rob. He was just like, you know, just think about those people as, you know, people who probably are posting whatever and being negative because they are deflecting or distracting themselves from perhaps issues that are going on in their own lives, and I wholly believe that. And it's just it's their perverse idea of fun or whatever. He was just trying to be like positive and say, try not to let negative comments drag you down, kind of thing.
Who is that?
Who's Rob the Maritimer.
Oh,
you know, the YouTube growth guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who you've worked with him? You've done some work with him.
Yeah, I just did. I had a call with him early days, and he's always been so positive about my channel, and not in a way of I'm just going to be positive about everybody because I want to make money. He's a really sweet, honest guy, and I think that's why he seems to be doing so well. Like between him and Alexa, I'm so in love with Alexa.
About Alexa, but I haven't seen her channel.
Oh my god, you've
what's her channel, Alexa?
Let me see if I can find Alexa Paranoia. She's Finnish.
I think Peter has mentioned her.
Yeah, let me just see the spelling of her name. So it's
Alexa.
Oh yeah, Alexa. So it's SAA. I'm gonna see if I can put it in the chat. She has. I mean, she's just wonderful. A mum of 3. I think she said she still does like 2 or 3 videos a week, and she's a mum of 3.
What we were talking about. What we were talking about earlier, like time managing. Like how does she do it?
How does she do it?
With the time. It's mind-blowing.
It's a full-time job for her now, remember?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But
she built it up to that because apparently she was laid off as well. She started YouTube because she was laid off. Early last year, maybe, something like that. Yeah, just love her. I can't find the link to her channel, but I'll put her name in.
Don't worry, that's okay. I shall look for her.
Yeah. And she's got the wildest thing she's done. I didn't even know she had a free community. She got a free community.
Oh, the school.
Yeah, it's like a creator boost or something like that. Just loads more like-minded people in there asking questions. She does a free live call every Thursday, just talking about something. Honestly, she's so lovely. She's so honest. Yeah, really like her.
Yeah. So Jace has put Alexa Sarah name in there.
Awesome.
Sorry, let me just have a look. Sorry, because I have my comments. I have to go into there because of the Alexis Saran. Oh, okay, that name rings a bell.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Jace. Oh my gosh, I've been missing all the blooming comments. Duh. I've been on the wrong tab. Hi everyone. There's loads of
comments, so I just going on here
Jay.
because on the phone it's really difficult. But yeah,
If anyone can't see the comments,
Teacher
but
Kelly.
I don't follow her anymore. I got disappointed.
Oh.
Come on, spill the tea, please,
Yeah,
Jace.
please. Let's have the tea.
And
what happened? What did James say?
Krista is saying most people from the Maritimes are down to earth and genuine. So is Rob? I just always thought Rob the Maritimer. I just took that to mean like he's a boaty guy.
Yeah.
But what do you mean, Krista? Like when you say Maritimes, or do you just mean people who are into boats and stuff, or is that like a particular part of Canada, maybe?
I think it might be where he's from, actually. Yeah, because he did a. I saw
Is it
a
Nova
post saying
Scotia?
he was
He's Nova
doing
Scotia,
Nova
isn't he?
Scotia, yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently he did a live yesterday on out on his boat or something.
Dude, you know what?
Wow.
I tuned in for part of that, and I'm literally I literally see some of our, like, you know, people that we follow and everything, but some people are really in there, and I'm like, you go, like, you know, like they were in there and people were asking them questions and they were asking questions, and but oh my gosh, he would have gone for so long.
Yeah,
because I had to kind of keep on dipping out. When I came back, he was still going.
He was still on it.
I bet you he's gone from 2 to 3 hours easily. Atlantic Canada. People from here are called Maritimers. Amazing. You learn something new all the time. Yeah, because exactly. Atlantic Canada is from too, isn't it, Krista? Like, is that quite near to you? Scotia near to you? Because
Atlantic Canada.
I've heard Krista say that she's from Atlantic Canada, because I was trying to ask my my American brother-in-law, and he goes, I don't know where Atlantic Canada is. And I'm like,
almost off-grid grandma. I don't know her. She sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Krista, yeah.
Almost off-grid.
It's Krista, almost off-grid grandma.
Krista, yep. Oh. She just followed the same path as all the other gurus. It became about buying the course.
I did enjoy her early videos, but good for her. She's growing fast and doing amazing, says Jace. Yeah, she's flying. Yes. She's flying.
I was saying, Krista, when I was saying to my brother-in-law about who's American, I said, like you were from Atlantic Canada. And in his mind, he doesn't obviously know Canada well enough. And he was a bit like, oh no, I don't know where that is. But it's interesting, because if Rob, the Maritimers, are from Atlantic Canada, and Krista, you are in Atlantic Canada, are you near Nova Scotia?
Do you know what? I'm gonna get Google Maps up, because I have no idea. I'm just like,
learn us some stuff.
Learn some stuff. Man.
Learn us some stuff.
You know, before I've vanished, Pernilla, can you put the link to your series in the comments, because I want to get on this overthinking like Marie's recommended, because I think I need to do that brain dump, and I do like a bit of journaling, and that's the one thing I haven't been able to find enough space for in these few weeks of crying. So honestly, put it in there when you get a chance.
Yeah, sure.
And have you got your journal on? Have you got it on sale now on Stan?
No.
Not interesting.
Are you? What are you thinking of doing?
I'm overthinking it, Marv.
Oh man.
Okay, we know a good channel for that, Pernilla.
Yeah, we do. It's called
like, seriously, I've had this journal for like a year now, and it's always something else I need to do on it.
No. But do you know what? At some point, and you can tweak it. You can tweak it, can't you?
Yeah, I can. But I wanted to ask you, beautiful ladies, if you wouldn't mind, I can send one to each one of you, and you can give me feedback, because it's a physical journal, you know. Yeah,
would love to.
So
Thank you.
Would love to get one. Absolutely.
Like, seriously, I've been looking at, you know, the older versions, and I'm like, what am I doing? This is already good. So what am I doing?
I know. And do you know what else too? If you don't be careful, you can then go, like, let's think about a clock, right? Starting at 12 o'clock. Tweak. You're back at 12 o'clock going, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm stuck in my own teachings.
Well, definitely send us one.
It happens.
Without a doubt, send us one, and also, Pernilla, let us know what it is. Is there any particular points, whether it's design, font, where things are placed, where sections are placed, all that sort of thing? Give us an idea of what you want us to look at and think about.
I
Oh God, I love
one
that.
time I sent it to a dear friend of mine, and she actually gave me some good points, because you know, in your head you're like, oh, this is so good, and then someone and you think it's clear enough, but sometimes, you know, less is more. So I sent it to her, and she was like, yeah, but I don't understand week 2 here. And I was like, what? So but yeah, then I just saw it with, like, from her perspective, and I actually right. So that's why
Feedback is always good.
your feedback.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll get that done.
Good.
Right.
What have you been up to? Have you been doing any of your digital product? Oh, hang on a second. Before we go, we've got Kelly. Kelly's like saying American.
Yeah, talk to people in the comments.
Americans bad at geography. Teacher Kelly tax.
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm sure any other Americans watching will be thinking, hang on a minute, we're not all that. But Kelly, we hear what you're saying.
I mean, we've got an excuse in New Zealand. Like, we're just on the opposite side of the world. So, you know, we're just always like, yeah, nah, just don't know anything. We just know where Australia is. It's like 3 hours on a plane. You know?
All you need to know. You don't need to know anything else.
Yeah, right. A bit like the UK, actually. UK, very well. I'd say someone's going to dispute this now. Very insular. We only speak English here. When we go anywhere else in the world, we do not speak any other language. We do not speak.
I do kind of think that is kind of. I think it's a little bit true. Well, no, it's not. There are a lot of people in the UK that speak other languages, but I do kind of think it's a thing. I do agree.
Yeah, it's like when you talk about franglais and stuff like that, and they always used to take the mick out of He used to take the mick out of Brits not speaking other languages in those old 1970s comedies and stuff. So
yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, I don't know. I mean, you asked me about how I'm doing this week. Okay, so I did a so yesterday, the idea yesterday was to actually get 2 videos. I wanted to make 2 videos yesterday, but instead of doing that, I went into Canva and I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Pernilla's video, your video that you made on how to do the newsletter with ChatGPT and everything. So I did all of that. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on my cat because I've got him there. So I did all of that and I was really chuffed about it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go into Canva. That's it. And I just got lost in Canva, really. And I spent ages there and I was like, oh, I really want to do this. And then I wanted to make a newsletter, which I'm not really sure. Now I'm a bit confused about the whole newsletter thing because I made it more of a template of something, but I actually quite like it. It's probably not, it's obviously there's no email. Sorry.
Yeah, you sent it to us.
Yeah, the one pager, because I didn't want to, because what I did is I took the last 3 videos that I've made. I put the scripts into ChatGPT, which by the way is super, super easy. Really good. Thanks, Pernilla. And it came out with some kind of like information. And then I was like, okay, so I then I always do this. I can get stuff off GPT, but then I kind of twist it and turn it round to my liking.
Yeah.
So then I thought, okay, I want to write it down to exactly kind of taking my ideas, but sort of writing bits down. And then I was like, oh, I can write in a so I put an image, because I was talking to Jazz one day about this. Like, an image can speak 1,000 words as well. So I was like, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I put an image in and I was like, do you know what the quote of the day is? So if anybody looks at that newsletter, I was just trying to have a catchy thing for people to like kind of say, okay, what is the quote of the day by looking at the image? Anybody got any ideas?
Oh,
I don't know if anybody's looked at it.
I'm just looking
back on my phone. So what was the image when you said what is the quote of the day?
Well, if you look at the top of the newsletter, okay, there's an image of a man holding a cup. Am I right? And the cup is okay. So that's it. You've got it there. So what's going on? Like, what's the quote of the day, the week, or whatever it is I've written there? I can't even remember. Anybody, any ideas?
Why?
No.
What do I want? I just think it's such a cool thing. Maybe it's made it bigger.
Hang on a second. Oh, you've got it. 3 reasons why. You've got 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
Why meditate?
But then by the side of that, it says it may be in 2 smaller letters. What's the quote? Oh, yes. So I wanted to put an image for the quote. Any ideas?
So who
I need more coffee.
Yeah.
Pernilla more coffee to start having
Come
a go
on,
at it.
it's an empty cup. Come on, it's an empty cup.
fill
Come
your
on.
Wait. What was
Fill
the
your
quote?
cup
An
up.
empty cup. Okay.
Yes, fill your
Come
own
on,
cup
Marv,
up
you've got
Fill
it
your
now.
own
first.
cup up.
Good. Sorry, I thought it was great.
Can you guess the
That's
quote?
it. Fill your
Miss
own cup
me.
up first.
And it's
Yeah.
just, yeah, I see, because
Yes.
it's empty. It's
Yes.
empty. Yeah.
Yes.
Empty. I just wanted to say to people, fill your own cup. I thought it was a lovely idea. It just came into my head and I was like, I'm going to do that. But I don't know how many people have clicked on. I don't know. But anyway, I did it.
This
That's
is
my
Marie, it's brilliant. If you can't figure it out, or if you can't figure it out like right away, like I couldn't, it opens up for a conversation, and it's really
exactly.
like, oh, now I want to know. Like, it's engaging.
Exactly. Well, the idea would be, I mean, like I said, is I'd probably put the quote in the next newsletter, whatever. I mean, I might do one every week. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it, but I might make it a bit of a bigger feature because I think it's fun. And I thought if I just do a load of writing, and which I was just like, people are just not going to read it. But I think bullet points we were discussing the week before, the newsletter, the bullet points, just give people quick bits of information, and then that's it.
Yeah.
And I put at the bottom, I've got a link to my channel and a link to my last meditation. They're both linked.
It's lovely.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's a click through because I tested them. Yeah, they're brilliant.
Did you test them? They do work. I did test them.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And at first I did it on, but it was difficult. Do you know, yesterday trying to find a landing page, which eventually Marv helped me out with Substack, which I still have to do. I've still got, oh my God, this cat hair. Where did that come from? Cat hair just like came running down. I don't know where it came from.
Cat's not on the ceiling. Cat's not on the ceiling, is it?
I don't know where he is, but he's not on the ceiling. No, not going around on the lampshade. No, so can you imagine Cat holding on, just like sorry. Like a helicopter. Anyway, sorry.
So you're deciding between like doing the templates, because the design's beautiful. Was that like a Canva template, or
it was? Do you know? It was a total template, but
nice,
I just
really nice.
It was a template for makeup, Karen, and I know you like your makeup. And Max is here. Well, that's good. Sit down, lovely. So it was a template for makeup. And I just really like the colours, because a lot of my meditations, the thumbnails are kind of this, like, kind of peachy pinky, kind of sunrisey colours, which I just enjoy. So I thought it was nice. And actually this morning in my comments, so what I did is I put it in my last video, I put it in the comments, and one of my subscribers this morning, I think it's Nicola. Does anyone know Nicola who cooks? Nicola, she does the most amazing recipes.
Nicola's recipes?
Yeah, the lady that lives in Italy. Oh, she's lovely.
Oh my gosh,
she was on the live.
So good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was on the live last time, right?
Yeah, that's right. So. Yeah. And it took me ages to find her, but eventually I found her. And I was just going through, because she lives in Italy. So I just felt, really wanted to kind of, her recipes are amazing. I made the tuna pasta one this week, which was great. I've done it before, but it was lovely to have her recipe. And so anyway, she commented this morning, she said, yes, please, I'd like the newsletter. And I was like, I said, just click on the link and you've got it.
You're in business, Marie. You're in business.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but no emails yet. No emails yet. That's the thing. I have to set up the whole email thing, like Marv was saying yesterday in Substack.
Yeah, definitely. Whether it's Substack, because that's free, because MailChimp, I think you
Oh God, I had an absolute. I was on MailChimp, Kit something or other yesterday. I did everything.
Yeah.
Eventually, it was like you can send out 1,000, like for 1,000 subs, and then you've got to start paying. And I was like, I don't have the money to pay for this right now. So I was just like, okay, what can I do? I'm just going to do this for a moment. Yes, I'm not getting an email list, but I feel like I'm just giving something back, and I really enjoyed doing it as well. So I was like, okay, what's the win-win on that end? And eventually I'll get there.
Nicola will also give you her email address. So Krista,
bless her.
That newsletter could be incorporated into your community page as a daily to engage your audience.
That's a good idea. Put it on the community page. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Yes.
Have a look. Can you see the comments? Krista's also
asking. Hang on. Let me have a look, because I can't comment because I'm on my phone. I apologise to Nicola and everyone. The newsletter could be incorporated into your community page as a daily to engage your audience. Oh, that's lovely, Krista. Oh, I love that idea. Thank you very much. I love that idea. Yes, of course. I will put it in my comments. That's a great idea in my post. Yes.
But she's also said under that, she's checking in with you. So you wanted to do 2 videos, but you got sidetracked with Canva. She's just trying to track the convo because she's like making coffee and setting up for her day.
Yeah, I got completely sidetracked with Canva, but I really enjoyed it. Pardon?
So no videos, but Canva, lots of Canva love.
Canva was the winner on the day.
Lots of Canva. I did upload on Friday, so I kind of at the weekend I uploaded on Friday because I upload probably about 3 times a week, which I think is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot, and it does. I was explaining to Jazz the other day, like even though it's meditation videos, it does take me a whole day to get it done because obviously I'm working as well. So in between times, and I have to edit. Obviously, I have to edit because my voice is all over the place sometimes, and and then looking for the right music. And for me, the music, the images, the sounds, everything for me is super important. Like I feel like if this isn't, I'm very perfectionist, not good. But if this is not right, then I'd rather not. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't think that's perfectionist though, Marie. I think you're being too hard on yourself. I think the whole point of your videos is to calm someone or to help ground them, to help them relax. And so the music and the visuals and your voice, that's a perfect combination.
It's important,
to get someone into the state that you are offering in your video. So without a doubt, you're not going to put anything out that you're not 100% happy with.
No. I kind of
so
like
important. I wouldn't say it's perfectionist. I think it's and you can see from all your subscribers and the engagement you're getting that you are bang on. So
yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I think people like it. I mean, I've got lots of new subscribers recently, and people are really happy, and people are commenting, which is lovely. I really appreciate people's comments because feedback is gold. You know what I mean? Feedback is gold. And Nicola said to me yesterday, she said to me, "Oh, I'd love a 15-minute meditation." I was like, "Great, I'm up for suggestions." I'm like, "What would you because I'd love to see what people would like." I do have 2 15-minute ones, so I suggested them to her, and I said, "Oh, I'll get on it this week. I should do a lovely 15-minute one, a bit longer for people who want that longer."
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway, that's me. Who? Somebody else speak now. That's it. My turnover done.
No, all good. Pernilla, so you've put your playlist there.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, lovely.
These was like in the beginning. So now I'm overthinking that. Oh my God, I'm talking really slow, and in the beginning, you don't know what I'm doing. Still don't know what I'm doing, but hope you can find something that's helpful.
Do not worry. Thank you.
Also, are you talking quite slowly on this? What is this series that you're doing at the moment?
No, it was like a weekly challenge. I started off actually doing exercises from my journal. So everything that you see in that, Marie, in the challenge that you're doing now, like it's from my journal. So yeah. So I was just to make it easier for me, I said, okay, let's just do from the beginning, like become aware, and then just gradually doing more exercises when you get more aware of your overthinking patterns and everything. So yeah, and then I started to doing other kinds of different styles of videos, but this was like a weekly challenge that I did in the beginning of my YouTube journey.
Super duper.
And you speak so calmly, and so you have such a lovely voice. I'm just telling you because it's true. You have such a lovely calming voice, and the videos are really, really well explained, and just calming, and a place that if you're looking to do that challenge, it's a place where you do want to be because you feel comfortable and calm, which I think is really important as well. So don't overthink it. Honestly, I promise they're perfect.
Thank you, Marie.
But also, Pernilla, and you'll know because I've left a comment talking about it, but I've really noticed that you've just, your recent video is just really, you're just kind of like more animated and just smiling more. I think, do you know what too? I think because particularly because you've got quite a, you know, serious kind of topic, I guess, you know, like overthinking. But I just think, you know, just to see your personality come out more, and you like just naturally smile when it's time, and you're doing that quite playful, where your brain's up here and everything.
Look
Like
at
the
it.
graphics and everything was so clever. Like I saw a lot of really good comments on that. But yeah, I just saw you be lighter and just freer and having fun with it. But
because
you're
I
still getting the information across. Like it's
exactly.
very engaging.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. You remember I told you in the comments that like that's like the kind of vibe that I want to give to people. But you know, it's hard when the camera goes on. You're like,
I know. But
right?
you know, maybe this is like literally your journey, where you've done X amount of videos, and then you've done one or two. Like I don't know. Like I would say that might be one of your breakthrough, if not your breakthrough video, just to that next level of presenting. Like it's very engaging, and you know, and I guess even if it's serious topics, I guess, you know, we do like to be a little bit entertained and have some fun too, right? And if you're having a bit of fun with it and you're smiling and things, like that's really nice.
And there are so many like funny things about overthinking, right? It's just it can like fuck you up. I mean, seriously, because oh my God.
I totally agree with what you said, actually, Kaz, about Pernilla. And that last video was fantastic, putting the animation on the screen and stuff. And and I hear what you're saying about, you know, old videos, because it does take time to get to that place of being comfortable and yourself in the YouTube space. And I say that as a person who's used to standing in front of a camera in a TV studio and not seeing anybody. But it's very, very this YouTube, to me, is massively different.
Interesting.
And even when I started, I was like, and I look back and I go, who was that? I'm like howling at myself, going,
dude, I never saw you going.
I suppose that's what I feel like. I come across, Kaz. Isn't that hilarious? That's how I
I
felt.
reckon you've always been quite smooth and quite
thank
confident
you very much.
and plucky, and you know.
I was like, I was watching you and I was like, oh, this she's got it all figured out, you know?
Yeah, you got it figured out.
Yeah, with this experience that you have, I'm like, oh my God, she's so good.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh my God,
strange.
but
We all
Marv,
see each other so differently. Like,
you know, what is it with the decluttering videos? Like being people's breakthrough, yours, Brenda's, you know,
it's
Brenda, busy
massive
after
on
60,
YouTube.
decluttering.
Decluttering is so big, and the more people post, the less I do.
Yeah, right. And I haven't done it
The
for a
more
while.
I watch, the less I do at home.
But it was a random one, and it was never because I even I think when I said it, or when I did a reflection on it with my analytics once, I said this is not that my channel is never going to be a decluttering channel, but it was just something we did the first weekend of the new year, and I thought and talk about, you know, how poignant it was and all that sort of stuff, you know, doing it in your 50s. It's just bizarre, isn't it? Like how big that is.
Do you think that you might have lost some subscribers? Because I've seen a video recently from, I'll think of her name, but this woman, she then did another video where she goes, this viral video broke my channel, and she deleted it. And I think she actually started a new channel because she was showing her apartment. She was showing her apartment in New York. So she teaches about YouTube, but she decided to show, like, why would you decide to show your apartment in New York? Because that is going to bring a flood of views. And it just went completely viral, like nearly 200,000. And then people were wanting to know about the furnishings and the blah, blah. And it just got really on top of her. So her whole video was, you know, I just had to like ditch that and start again. But do you think that has anyone been like, you know, on you about more decluttering videos, Marv? Or have you seen some people like float away because that's not how you generally like to spend your time?
Yeah, I think it was really interesting because that was like my first ever breakthrough video, and it boosted my subscribers no end. But then you can see that, or I suppose I'm guessing, I can kind of tell that those subscribers came for decluttering, and then it's been really static. I haven't shifted much in subs since then. And I think that might be because, and I was losing. I was kind of getting a few and then few dropping off. And I think that's because people realize, oh, I'm not going to get any more decluttering here, so I'm going to go elsewhere. And it makes you think two things. You're kind of like, oh, that's really sad because I was boosting subs and now they're
Yeah,
gone.
I've got other tricks up my sleeve. Yeah.
Right. But then you realise, like, well, it's not my thing anyway, and I just want to
know.
keep on doing what my
I
thing
know.
is to attract people who
Yes.
do want to watch my thing. So actually,
Yes.
just stick with what you're doing. Yes, it's strange, isn't it? And like the last video, my one where I was, talking about like waiting for the layoff phone call. That's like the second breakthrough. That's another second most popular viewed on my channel. I'm like, oh. And I'm like, yay, because I got like,
Yeah, well, I mean, you know.
subs. I'm like, oh, I'll have that. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, couple of comments.
Sorry,
couple
Karen.
of comments. They're all good. Couple of comments from Krista.
Yeah.
She's saying she needs to smile more in her videos because in conversation, that's who she is in real life, but on video, more serious. I mean, I can relate to that too. I think so many of my videos, like I'm just kind of like, okay, we're talking to the camera now. I'm not saying Krista's doing that, but I can, you know what I mean? Like I think I smile way
But you
less
have a
in my
really
normal
great
videos.
sense of humour, Karen. You have a very tongue-in-cheek sense of humor. So when you do your videos, I literally yesterday I watched 2 of your videos and I am kind of like in it. I can't stop watching it until the end because you just come up with these one-liners, and I am that person that will comment all the way through, and you have like 20 comments from me.
I love that. I am too. Actually, I love that people. I think I saw Dee doing that one day. I thought, you know what, I like that because just chatting away, you're going, hey, you know, all of that.
I feel terrible.
Yeah.
And you just want more of Karen, you know?
Yeah, man. Everybody needs more of Karen without
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So
funny, you're so natural. I think very natural. Like obviously, like Marv as well. You just got a natural thing about it. It's almost like you were supposed to be with a microphone in your hand. I kind of feel like that, you know.
See, I don't know about me, but that's really kind, Marie. But I agree with you about Karen. I agree with you about Karen.
Oh,
because honestly,
I agree with you about Marv.
When I saw you in the shopping mall video, Karen, that was the first one I've seen of you. I was literally,
me too.
Who's this chick? She's amazing. I was like, look at her. I was,
dude, I camped it up with my shiniest earrings and pink and some red lipstick, which you don't really see me wearing red lipstick very much. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to try and show, not tell. Like, you know, like I'm just gonna like wear bright stuff. I think that if I wasn't really wearing bright stuff, maybe I would have not been noticed with the little DJI in front of me because it's just a shopping mall. People aren't looking. But because I was wearing like bright stuff, I think that might have attracted the eye of the security and stuff. But I literally just thought, okay, girl, if you're going to do a video about this, you just go all in. You know what I mean? Just go all in. Like, actually try and, you know, do some, like, actually dress, like, don't go and wearing camo, like you go duck shooting, like, actually just commit. That's the word I'm looking for, commit. My daughter says that about my thumbnail photo. She goes, Mum, I like the way you commit, you know, to the photo. And I just go, you know, all the stuff, right? We all do it. Okay, excellent question by Krista. How is it different, Marv? Like YouTube, TV?
Oh gosh. Yeah. I think for just in my personal situation, TV has always been for me. It's mainly news, so it's serious stuff. It's obviously highly researched, and if you write your own scripts and your boss is checking them, or you're sitting with your producer checking scripts, that's what I do my job at the moment. And it's I use an autocue, and I have a specific role. The reason YouTube is different is because it's a space for yourself. It's your personal space for other people. And you have to script and you have to be more you. So as a newsreader, it's kind of a version of me, but it's a serious version of me.
It is.
And an authoritative version of me, which I am in that space. In YouTube, it is, you know, trying to relax your shoulders and just be more you. And you know, the thing I was saying about like some viewers in the past have gone, I hate the way you speak, like my Brummie accent. And I reduce my Brummie accent for news, because in Britain news has always been presented by people who speak a little like this. So you have to have a little bit of that, right? A little bit BBC, a little bit RP standard, what they call it,
A
received
little bit like we've got a little
pronunciation.
a throat lozenge in our throat.
Yes, right? There's a little bit of that, almost a performance.
Or we've got a throat lozenge somewhere, you know.
in my back pocket. And I think YouTube is like, for me, is more me, and I've struggled to be really me, because in the back of my mind is that hate her Brummie accent, hate the way she laughs, hate the way she smiles, get her off. And so I've been struggling to be the real Marv. So that's how they're different, I think. And so you either, it's hard to get into the relaxing shoulders and this is fine. Pernilla, you've cracked it. You've cracked it with that last video. Karen, you've got it. But it just, it's not easy. They do say, you know, pretend you're talking to your Bezzy, or you're explaining something to you know, through the barrel of that camera, and that can help. And that means then you'll end up smiling and laughing and being a bit goofy and whatever. And that's sometimes what I do on my videos now, because I'm like, to hell with it, to hell with it.
Yeah, I know.
MySpace.
I've definitely seen your personality come out more too, Marv, actually, I think, just over time. Like, I always think you've been quite relaxed and, you know, like you have a comfortability. But I think as your videos have gone on, you've just let yourself be a little bit more cheeky and, you know, like just have some jokes and just be you. You know, I've seen you come out more there, which is great.
I wanted to add before, don't you think it's amazing that people around you see the potential in you that you can't see? Like, shouldn't it be the other way around? Like,
it should be, shouldn't it?
You know what I mean? Like, why can't we see that? Because that potential that you have, but you don't really see it, but other people can, and they feel you. You know what I mean? It's really strange, isn't it?
I think we do. I think there are days where we do, because there are days when we wake up and we're punching the air going, yeah, I'm going to absolutely slay this today. We always have those days, don't we? Like Marie, yesterday, your Canva day, you were like, yeah, and I loved it and I enjoyed it. I wanted to do this. You got into your Canva and you were like, yeah, I'm nailing this, right? You have that brilliant feeling. And then there's other days where you're like,
right. Yeah, literally, like quite literally like that. Literally like that. Horrible.
And I think does it feel like that to you? Some days it's good, and it all depends on your energy levels. I mean, you know, I'm 53. My energy, flipping hell, I'm taking all the supplements in the world to try and boost my energy, just to not feel so knackered all the time in menopause.
I think that's the other thing. I think age is horrible, isn't it? Around this age, like menopause and stuff. And I've talked to Pernilla about this before. It's horrible. It's the lack of energy. The kind of, I don't know. Yes, I agree. I agree. Yeah. And there are some days, like you said, you wake up killing it, and there are some days you just don't, and that's okay. I think one of the things we have to do is, I do it now. If I wake up like that, I'm like, okay, you're not allowed to stay in this place, in this headspace for too long. I get you, I hear you. I kind of talk to myself about it, Pernilla. Like I'm having the conversation, the mind on mind conversation, and literally say to myself, you're not allowed to stay here for too long, but I'm going to let you stay there for a while because it's how you're feeling today. And sometimes it's just not, you know, sometimes we can snap out of it quicker than others, and sometimes our energy goes. And it's been so hot here last week. I felt useless, completely useless. Like the morning was like
lethargic and
horrible. The heat just. I want to live in Alaska. I want to live in the cold. And everyone's like, oh my goodness, I just want to live in the cold.
You're so right, Jennifer. Look at Jennifer. She's fresh as a daisy, isn't she? You know what I mean? Introvert in Alaska, Jennifer. She's just.
Oh, I love her. Yeah.
And how happy does she look in that crisp air environment?
It's because she's living around in this cold, lovely weather. I'm just convinced.
She's amazing.
Personally,
it's just amazing. Yeah.
She is lovely. Her videos are really lovely as well. I enjoy her videos
Jennifer,
too.
have I missed Jennifer?
Jennifer
No.
in
We're just talking
God.
about someone in a cold place looking
Somebody's
happy,
cooking something.
making
It
their
smells
video.
so nice here. I'm sorry you can't smell it, but it smells really good here. I don't know. Somebody's cooking something wonderful.
With Jennifer, who's the Jennifer you're talking about?
Jennifer in Alaska.
Introvert in Alaska.
Introvert in Alaska. That's it.
Introvert in Alaska. I don't know that account. Or I'll look it up. Okay.
She's lovely. She's got the most beautiful aesthetically pleasing videos. Really, really fantastic.
Wow, cool. Hello, Peter Urbanovsky.
Hi, Peter.
Right?
Hey, Peter. So, Krista is saying that a couple of times our chat has literally disconnected about 4 times since she's been here.
Oh, really?
Yes, interesting. So
I haven't noticed.
No, neither have we.
We've still been here, so it might be just a
Yeah,
glitch.
we're talking. We're just
and also, Marv, Krista said, thanks for answering that. I think that being authentic to who you are, accent and all, like we've all got accents, you know, is genuine, and that equals success to me.
Krista,
I was going to say, actually, Marv, on TV, like, because I love watching, you know, Loose Women. I watch This Morning as well sometimes. So like you were saying, you don't feel so represented. And it's true when I think of the few people like Alison Hammond, for example.
Yeah, she's a mate of mine. Yeah, she's a good girl.
She's, I imagine Alison. Yeah, and she was on Loose Women actually the other day. And the other presenter, she's lovely. She's a news presenter on Loose Women. She's also black. What's her name?
Charlene. Yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a handful.
But she's lovely. She's lovely as well. But it's true when I think about, because I specifically watch them on YouTube, which is probably really bad for the TV, but I live in another country, can't do anything about it.
Well, Marvin's going to be coming to that, right? You're going to come to that, aren't you, Marv, in a minute? Like, we want to hear about that. Like, you know how you did allude to the reason why, you know, the advertisers. Krista's saying it's only 7 degrees here in New Brunswick right now. It's very chilly at nights and mornings.
Yo, that's cold.
Oh, I love the cold weather. I just love it. No, nobody else like it. I love the autumn, the winter. Oh,
I've just come back from 32 degrees in Cyprus. It was incredible.
It did look lovely, It looked lovely. I've never been to Cyprus before, but it did look lovely. Yes. And I think when you're on holiday, it's different. If you've got to work when it's hot, it's very different, I think.
Yeah, crazy.
So Marv, so you were talking about like about how one of the reasons, of course, that like TV just worldwide, right? Like it's a worldwide issue, isn't it? Just sort of the TV stations, the revenue is down. So you were talking about like social media and the platforms and things, right?
Honestly, yeah, that's the data. And it's funny, this video that I was almost up all night to try and finish, but it's going to go out today, is about exactly that, about the kind of turmoil that's happening. There's a big shift in what's happening, particularly with legacy media, and there's loads of stuff going on with tech and what have you. But legacy media, like traditional TV and radio, that those days of kind of looking through the TV mag and going, oh, I'm going to watch this show at 7 o'clock on channel whatever, right? Channel 5, ITV, whatever. Those days are slipping away. And they have been actually for a couple of years, because I know that there are lots of freelancers in television in the UK who are not getting work because those like factual programs, you know, documentaries and probably slightly more newsier programs, fewer and fewer of those are being made because there are less or fewer brands wanting to advertise in that traditional media space. It's cheaper, more effective. There are more eyes on digital. YouTube is the world's #1 streamer. It literally beats Netflix, Prime, Apple, everything into a cocked hat. Crazy UK saying, I don't know where it's come from.
Into a what? What was that word?
It knocked it into a cocked hat.
Cocked hat. Knocked it into a cocked hat. Yeah. Love it.
Crazy. It just goes modest. You know.
One day I'm going to use that on a video. Well, that just knocked it into a cocked hat.
Cocked hat. Yeah.
Hey, it'll be interesting to see what the transcript, the captions come up with on that. Like, you know.
Probably be gobbledygook, won't it?
I know. I might get a strike on my video.
Oh no!
Yeah. Beep.
Ooh, you can alter them. You can update them, can't you? Or on the audio.
Yeah, you can change it if you put your. If you put,
Yes,
I think
I'll go
so.
and put the right proper words in. No.
And so yeah,
So,
YouTube and all of the streamers and the streaming is taking viewers and ad revenue away from traditional media. So that's had a knock on with lots of traditional media, like news organizations. Journalists are being cut. Program teams where there are fewer viewers are being cut, which is what's happening to my section of programs that I work on. There's like I'm within a section of 4 programs on in the mornings in the UK. And it's because fewer people are watching them there, and a lot of organizations then media companies are diverting their spend in terms of the programs that they're making to higher end dramas, programs with, in the UK in particular, celebrities, because they deliver bums on seats, they deliver more viewers, so the advertisers are going to advertise there. So it is all about that. Brands are wanting to spend their money, obviously, where they're going to get a bigger bang for their buck, where viewers are, where possible consumers are.
Yeah. And then did you say user-generated content? Did you talk about that?
I did
Too,
actually.
just like the little people, just with the little people.
Because I think brands now are looking to use more UGC, more influencers, people who are growing organically, like hopefully we are doing on YouTube.
Yeah.
They want to kind of go, well, you've got a more authentic and engaged audience, so I want to sponsor your video to speak to your audience about X. That is the way the tide is flowing. And there are like hundreds of millions of pounds in the UK's in like TV industry alone. The ad revenues, lots and lots of people are out of work, desperately out of work.
And do you know what? Haven't we all seen over the last, tell me if this is right, is it the last year or more than a year that when you Google something, it'll bring up heaps of YouTube videos? Like that's almost the first thing you see. And I just think to myself, no, I actually just want, like, first of all, the AI answer comes up first, right? So that's quite good. I like that. But then if that's not quite what you're looking for, it'll show you so many YouTube videos. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be sifting through lots of YouTube videos. I'm actually just looking for some words to scan. So I'm thinking, like, with Google pushing all the YouTube, like, videos to provide information, answers to questions, that's got to have bumped up YouTube as well, right? In the viewership. Because they never used to. Do you guys? What do you think?
YouTube's a search engine, isn't it? Though.
Well, yes, but do you guys think it's the last year, or is it more than a year that they've really pushed YouTube videos when you're just looking at something on Google? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They never used to do that.
I don't know how long it's been happening for, but it's definitely been happening for a while. You're so right. I kind of ignore it because you're doing what you're doing.
You have to go scroll, right? You've got to scroll to just try and find some text, because otherwise, so that will be really pushing people to YouTube even more.
Yeah,
because they
can't. I have to say, I'm sorry in a way, but YouTube is my TV.
Yeah,
like YouTube is my TV, because obviously I like watching things in English. I don't really want to watch anything in Spanish, but just because, well, I can, but I don't want to. So YouTube is on my TV. It's what I watch on TV. If I want to watch TV, that's YouTube. So, but I'm in another country. It's slightly different. But Marv,
that's what it is increasingly for everybody now, Marie. Even our age group. I think that's what YouTube is saying with the data. We're the fastest growing group. We're the fastest growing group of creators.
The fastest growing group.
YouTube has been my TV for like
some words on the channel today, aren't there? There's a few words. There are a few words.
Yes.
I pray there is not a strike on any of these.
No.
Sorry.
It'll be fine. I was going to ask you, Marv, what do you think is going to happen? Because you're talking about GMB, you're talking about that channel. I always get confused. But like, what's going to happen to all TV? Do you think eventually it's all going to become null? Because how long are the other channels going to be out? Other channels? I'm not really sure the situation of television in England, because I've not been there for 25 years. So I'm not really sure how it all works now. But you know what I mean? Do you think it's all eventually just going to die out as well? It's all going to...
I think it's going to be a long time before traditional television dies out. I mean, I'm saying this off the top of my head. I'm not in that space and have done research. But what I've noticed is whenever we've been watching programs on a particular channel, sometimes some evening programs on that, switch on at 7:00 and watch a show.
Yeah.
The ad breaks seem to have less adverts from brands and more that the channel is advertising programs on its own streaming service, of its own on-demand service. Like there's a 5 on demand for Channel 5. In the ad breaks, it'll be like, watch this on 5 on demand. And you're like, where's the advert for coffee or insurance or
insurance or power company?
Yeah,
the adverts that we've probably moaned about for years, but
right? They kind of they seem to be, or what I've seen is they seem to be fewer and fewer, and I don't know whether we are going to see just streaming services, and I don't know whether TV studios are still going to be producing live shows in 10 years' time, in 15 years' time. I don't know, because
it is all on YouTube. Like, I feel like a lot of, well, I mean, I don't know, just the programs that I watch, I feel like you can find it on YouTube. Like Stacey and Joe, their series that they did. I love Stacey and Joe. I love British TV. I'm a complete sucker, and and that's streamed as well. Like that's on YouTube, So I don't know. I mean,
it just make you wonder whether, TV companies making programs specifically for when we switch on at a certain time. I think there may come a day where they're making programs, but they are just purely going onto a streaming service, and we will watch those like we watch YouTube on a big TV screen.
Exactly. But are they going to be able to pay people? Like, because I mean, obviously, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking of kind of, I don't know how much people get paid, etc., etc. But like, obviously, if it's on YouTube, people are not going to be able to get paid the same amount of money. If we're talking about This Morning, for example, the people who are doing that by being on a streaming service, surely that's not as much money as it is being on TV. I don't really know how it works, but
I don't know what the figures are for streaming services and whether or not. I mean, I imagine because ad revenue is going to those streaming services anyway, maybe their contracts are going to have to be different, and what they get paid is a proportion of
exactly
what viewers they garner, as opposed to you're just you're a big star on a particular channel. I think maybe contracts will be changing. I imagine people may have to be paid less. It depends, because for example, you have like Dancing with the Stars, Strictly Come Dancing. Say if that was a commercial thing, and that still got millions and millions of viewers just on a streaming service. That's going to attract.
It would generate a lot of money.
Pay your stars enough more.
Here's a question for you. For you, Marv. Rebel News here in Canada just won their case again. The new Liberal government that was trying to keep them out from reporting at the G7 government was trying to say that they didn't recognise them. And then we've just got here, do you know anything about how the government is trying to silence independent news in Canada? Do you know anything about that?
I don't, and I've just seen something about Mark Carney bans Rebel News from G7, so we're suing, and that's from Rebel News themselves. It'd be interesting to see what Mark Carney, what the basis is for that banning them, because, and without looking at Rebel News's content to get a sense of what they are discussing or how they're discussing, what political leanings they might have and what that might imply, I couldn't comment, so I'd have to have a look. But let me see, because the article I've got is Rebel News's specific article. I couldn't really comment until I know. And it's whether or not. I mean, it's a very serious issue when journalists are accredited journalists are kept out of political proceedings in any democratic country. But, you know, accredited is the key thing. If you're accredited to, here in the UK, the National Union of Journalists, or, you know, you're from a reputable organisation, and reputable means, you know, in this country that, you know, there's a proven track record of solid, robust journalism where both sides of the argument are given, and you're not causing offence, you're not bringing harm, you're not breaking any of the contempt of court laws, etc. in the country. So I don't know if Rebel News are accredited or come to the standards that Mark Carney and the government want to see from journalists they're accepting into their spaces. So I couldn't comment. I'd have to have a look.
No, yeah. So Krista's saying they won and Carney had to concede. And then Peter's saying in the UK, people want to abolish the TV license because they feel we should not need to pay for a license to watch TV. And the TV license is primarily for BBC channels.
Yeah,
it's still a TV license.
Yeah, it is. It's really interesting actually that is still happening. There's always a background debate as to should it be abolished. The government have frozen their license free for so many years, not giving them an inflation rise, and so the BBC are always making cuts to services. And you think, how much longer can you keep providing what you're providing with less money? And there are lots of people arguing, well, yeah, you know, put the BBC out there like everybody else has to battle, like the ITV and Channel 5 have to fight for their money with advertisers and so on. But, you know, it's not something that seems to be up for official debate at the moment until the charter review comes around. But yeah, he's absolutely right. That debate does happen. Thanks, Peter. Yeah, I'll have to look at the okay. Oh, thank you, Krista. Almost off grid. Rebel News is accredited, and this Liberal government doesn't like any journalists that challenge them. Juicy. I'm gonna dive into that later. Juice. I love a bit of juice like that. Interesting.
Hello, Reva. Hello, Reva.
Hi, Reva. Mark Carney was the head of the Bank of England in the UK for a while. You know, he headed up our bank. I mean,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So I would have thought, I mean, I can't remember which government he was under when he was in the Bank of England, whether he was, I mean, they're meant to be obviously politically impartial, but he was a government of, he was a governor of the Bank of England.
The UK at the moment, I feel like it's quite a lot going on, isn't there? I'm not sure if I completely like the Prime Minister, to be really honest.
Oh, I'm not going there. I'm not touching any
Marv doesn't want to be completely unemployable.
No, Marv can't say, but I'm going to say he's completely unemotional. The man is like I don't know, an ice pop. Anyway, yeah, finished. Sorry.
I think Reva's in the house. Is Reva in the house? Reva reveals, girl. Hello.
Heavy topic.
Well, yeah, let's change the mood.
Briefly. Yes, 5:30 a.m.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Stand challenge. What are you doing for the stand
Look,
challenge?
Thank you.
Come on, spill the beans.
Oh, look, so just like an ebook, I'm just working on a fun little ebook.
Nice.
This is the other thing too. Make sure we come back to the whole Substack thing because
easy.
Yes, because I know that you've got Substack, but I'm also thinking the newsletter is available in the Stan store as well, isn't it? So I want to understand what is Substack. Like, let's come back to that. But
I can tell you right now, it's free.
Tell me.
Open an account, put your branding on it, write what you like. Post as frequent a newsletter as you like. Add that to your account anywhere of your social media and ask people to join you and sign up. And you sign up for free, and you can do it for free. You can ask people to sign up for free. I know a lot of journalists we'll do it for 6 weeks for free, and we'll tell you in the text, we're going to do it for 6 weeks for free. And then we're going to switch on pledges, and you can ask anyone who signs up to pay you a $5 a month,
right,
or however much. You can kind of change the figures, a month or a quarter or a year to receive your newsletters. Mine, I started like last July, before I was even in a space for YouTube, and I've always thought I don't need to ask. I don't particularly want to ask people. I just want to like chat chat and bibble and bibblings about midlife and just put stuff out there and try and grow it. You know, you never know, I might need to switch on the pledge, but it's a free platform and it's
That's
really
amazing.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah. And Stan, obviously after our month on the challenge, they're going to charge you, baby. We're going to be getting charged.
I didn't actually sign up for it because I was like, if I forget, they're going to charge me. I'm like, I'm going to be in trouble. So I kind of on the challenge on my own, you know, terms.
Yeah. I think it's more, I don't know, but I think their whole sort of like thing is like that if you're going to have multiple like subscriptions to having some digital products or collecting emails for newsletters and all of those sorts of things, I think the whole point supposed to be that could run into the hundreds of dollars, like according to their marketing, as opposed to the 29 or whatever. So I guess it's more, I don't know, I've just always thought if you're ready to launch and do a few things, and you know what I mean, like you might do that or whatever, but if you're going to do it anyway, you're going to have to be paying lots of money on all of those other apps or potentially, but then there must, I don't know, there's always lots of options out there, isn't there?
Always loads, because there's Stan, there's Kit, Convert, or used to be Convert Kit.
Oh yeah, we have to pay for that one. I was on there yesterday.
Well. And System.io is another one that's like a Stan or like a Kit where you can, I'm sure you can do landing pages and things and put products up, and it's just weighing up which one you want to use. Yeah.
On that Kit place, I completely did a whole landing page. It was amazing. And then I was like, okay, so now what do I do? And they were like, you need to pay. I'm like,
oh
no.
Oh no.
I was like, okay then.
Yeah, so you spend the time doing stuff and then you're like, I mean.
All right, so Reva's saying she's building out, I'm building out a community in Stan or School. I have the Stan community and have the Revealer community there. Yes, so the interesting thing is, so Reva, is this right? So the Stan community, is that on that, does that actually push you to the community app? Because there's that app that I've noticed that Think Media. What is that app called?
Oh,
so in Stan, does it push you to the community one?
Circle, isn't it?
Like there, that little wee purpley one.
Oh yeah,
that's community.
Community. Yeah. So that's kind of an adjunct to the I don't know whether you have to actually pay for that extra to have your own community there. Yeah,
no.
Do you pay extra, or is that just that's a good point. Or is Stan, if you've got a community in Stan, does that cover, is it free in community or is that covered by it?
I think where we are.
Sorry, is it free or do you have to pay? Yeah, separately.
I think when you pay, you get it all in.
Oh, there we go.
No, I think it's the same with
so you see what I mean?
and Kit.
Yeah, so you see what I mean, right? Like if you actually want to actually, you know, pull the trigger, on like launching some stuff, you could either just go, okay, I'll do that app and I'll do that app and I'll do this free one and this free one. Or I think it's supposed to sort of be that all-in-one thing, right?
Yeah. But I do think that is a brilliant idea. I think it's a brilliant idea because it just saves all of this, like kind of like yesterday I went through that. I was just going through so many different web pages and different things. And I was like, God, the Stan thing would just be amazing right now. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all in one place, isn't it? But perhaps that's when you've either got the money to do it and put into it, or a bit later down the line, perhaps when you're earning a bit more and you're able to invest more into the channel or whatever, into your channel. But yeah, it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, so Krista's saying, I've got no idea how you all keep up with the stuff to build the YouTube channel. Me neither, right? Yeah,
it's whatever.
Exactly.
She's right.
And here's something that we need to know. So Reva's saying she pays for all the things on Stan, $99. So are you talking about the community? Because we're only hearing the $29, and then does that include the community? Or if you jump over, because I did see community, like when I signed up to Think Media, and I remember thinking, oh, wow, that was really expensive to do community. So did you say it's within the $29, Reva, or do you have to pay separately to have the community? Because where does the $99 come from?
You know what? I'm just looking at Creator Pro. I'm just looking online. So £29 a month is a basic plan, and then there's a Creator Pro, which is $99 a month, and has
is that the community one? Is it?
Extra things. Yeah. So you get
some point you will invest that in your channel. No, that will be an important part of your channel, without a doubt.
Right. Yeah.
But Riva, how do you feel about, like, what is the difference
Mm.
between school and Stan Store, like for the community thing that you're building? Like, what are your
Because
thoughts?
Alexa's on school, isn't she?
School is brilliant, you know.
And
Yeah,
it's $99
It's just
a
user
month.
friendly. I suppose I'm seeing it from a view of
A
just
user.
being in a
A user experience.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot.
It
I
just feels
get quite
easy.
confused, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it's got to be amazing, but it is a lot. There's a lot going on, and just rooms everywhere and tabs everywhere and stuff.
I think it's. I mean, as part of, because I'm in Alexa's free community, and it's worth jumping in just to kind of get a sense of the
I signed up.
user-friendliness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I've
yeah.
seen what she's doing, the fortnightly or whatever, the weekly Q&As.
I'm not sure I would pay for school for myself, because I haven't got. I think it's worth it if you've got a community, you want to bring a bunch of people together. Literally, if you've got like thousands of subscribers,
And you've got a, you know, and a bigger business, like, you know, Riva.
Yeah.
Riva, obviously saying you can afford it.
Isn't it?
We can't. One of my viewers, they should be in school. I mean, why does that viewer, why do they want you to be in school? Because, you know, you've got a community in Stan community. So what do they think that they're missing or not getting by you not being in school? Or do they just like school because it's a little bit groovy because of Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens?
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because there's also Circle, which is where Think Media is, isn't it? Think Media's community's on a platform called Circle or something like that.
I know, that's true. I'm just totally teasing.
Oh, bless her. She goes, I can't afford. I'm sacrificing. We're all out here sacrificing.
We're all out here. Yep. Brown bagging lunches. Last night's leftovers.
Love Riva.
Yeah, I'm going to be a user maybe later. Because the other thing that I remember when school first started, and they were just doing like, okay, let's just do a month free to everyone or whatever it was at the beginning. But the other thing is that if people, like, you don't need many people to then get the referral that then is going to cover, right? So that's the other thing. I think you get something like maybe $25 for every referral, something like that. So the whole idea is if you kind of put out your affiliate link, and then if people go, oh, I want to go and do this, then that, you know, but then, hey, it's just another affiliate thing to take care of, isn't it? If you want to, like, you know, do that.
Look what Peter Urbanowski said, something crazy I didn't realize, like 500 to 999 for some membership programs. What? That's not a month.
So just in case everyone can't see, because I did actually hear that depending on, I think that people can't see all the comments when they're on the different channels.
Gotcha.
But Peter's saying, I find most of the bigger channel membership programs are too expensive for small channels, ranging from £500 to £999. Some small channels, channel membership programs. Oh my goodness me! Some small channels can't afford to pay those prices.
I imagine those sorts of prices are probably for you know, all the kind of wealth platforms, and there's investing YouTube channels. There's people who are talking about how to make $1 million and real estate stuff, all that kind of inside
invest
knowledge,
what feels
things.
like $1 million to you. Exactly, right? Wow.
Yeah, not going there. So your ebook then, Kaz, when are you thinking of launching?
So that's right. Yeah, exactly. So I used to do this. I did actually start doing this the other night. I just was like popping them all on. So Ali Abdal part-time. Oh yeah, hurt me. It's a very good point. Good reminder. Thank you, Kelly. I don't know. Yeah, I'm putting content over there. Where are you putting content, Riva?
Content on school. Must be school.
On school.
Yeah, because you can put like courses in there. You can put course material in there.
But I thought that maybe Riva wasn't going to be doing that straight away.
Oh, she's looking into it. Yeah, she's looking into it.
In the Stan community. Yes. Yeah. So that's interesting. So is that when it jumps up? Like, is it $29? And is the difference to $99? Is it kind of mainly the community?
Doesn't seem to be. No, it said.
What else is the difference that you can see? What's the extra stuff?
Let me just go back to that page. Oh yeah, so there's a page and it says Creator Pro. Let me see if I can bang it in the comments as well. Creator versus Creator Pro. And you get a set of facilities, amenities for Creator Pro, which is your store, calendar invites, analytics, courses, a checkout, subscriptions, and an email list builder. And then with Pro, you get like access to doing some funnels, offering discount codes and payment plans to people. You get access to the affiliate payments. And what is pixel tracking? Huh? Pixel tracking. So there's extra things, and I think that that makes sense if you've got a big community and you've got a funnel and all that stuff, and your
so do you know what, that is really interesting. So actually, what are you getting for $29 then? If Reva's saying that all these extra stuff, the email funnels, the auto DMs, the email list builder, because I thought the email list builder was just part of the $29.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so you get an email list builder where you can send out your newsletter, and you get you can sell some digital products. Maybe that's really all that the $29 is covering.
Yeah,
I wonder.
And one tap checkout. It says, "Yep." Calendar.
Oh yeah, and the Stripe thing.
Yeah, and your store, basically your store. Yeah. There's
so they don't really talk about that, do they? They don't really, when they sort of say. So this is another interesting thing: access to calendar, and purchasing included in the $29, I guess. But when they really itemize out the hundreds of, let's say, $300 to $500, when they go, convert kit or blah blah blah, or the $29, the $50, the actual reality is you cannot say that all of those things is equal to the $29. It just isn't. It's the really bare bones.
Yeah, and it's so hard, isn't it, to kind of figure out, is it worth paying any of these? And I think it's just about where you are, isn't it? Like the season that you're at,
exactly.
And just crack on with the content first and foremost.
Yeah. And you know what, too? Maybe if you're going to I don't know, what is the most, if you just wanted to do digital products and a newsletter, you know what I mean? I don't know, but then you've still got to sign up to the Stripes and everything. But they are really good customer service. You've got to be committed to building and using the platform once you go, and you have to learn it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Content first. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And I think the good thing about these places, even though they do charge a month, and if you worked it out, what did they say? Even with Creator, $300 a year, right? If you did it as a year, if you hired someone to build your website and build you a shop, your own specific shop for you to do your products, they're going to be a lot more than $300, I think.
Yes, but that is where Hostinger comes in.
Yeah, and
Hostinger, $6 a month or something, right? You can literally have that pop-up shop in 30 seconds, pretty much.
Can you do a shop? Blimey, I didn't realize that. That's so much to work out. It's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, your Hostinger. Have you guys seen all the Hostinger things? I don't know. There's just pros and cons and fish hooks to everything, isn't there? But the Hostinger, compared to WordPress and lots of other things, that is quite, I don't know, that's quite cheap. That's the cheapest, I think, website builder.
But I've got WordPress and I don't pay for WordPress or anything. I've had it for years because I used to write poetry. I think I said to Marv yesterday, I've had WordPress for years because poetry, and I've got stuff on there. But actually, I think, do you know what, for any of us who can't afford Stan, which I honestly, I would love just to go into Stan and just say, right, that's it, all in one place. But when you pay it, I pay Canva and Epidemic Sound, it's €50 a month, because my Canva is €27 for some strange reason. It's very expensive. And I need those two things. Those two, without those two, I'm kind of lost with my channel, So I think, okay. So I suppose if in the future, if things get bigger and everything, then you can invest that bit of money. If not, I think Substack, and I was actually reading up on Substack that you can, if I want to make something in Canva, I can actually copy and paste it. Apparently, I can put it in Substack. I was asking ChatGPT yesterday as well. So if you want to do that as well, it's always it's a good option.
It is.
Do you know what else, too?
You, Karen.
maybe that's a video. Maybe that's a video, right? Like we actually look up, if you want to get started, like that would take some work, and that is a video worth making, coming up with the Substack, the free Substack. So actually let's say there are no fish hooks. Do you know what I mean? Like if you want to do a newsletter, you know what I mean? Even on StreamYard, if you are happy to have a little logo in the corner or whatever, no big deal. It's pretty tiny. Well, that's free. All of those sorts of things. Maybe that's a video.
I think these things are really useful because people just don't know, so they don't go into it. I mean, we've got everything at our fingertips and we can just find out online, but sometimes we just don't think, and I think having that information, I think it's a brilliant idea, Karen, if having that information ready.
Free stuff to start building your business, to start working towards a bit of like, obviously giving value with your newsletter and everything like that. But, the whole flavor at the moment, isn't it, is like, how can you start building a business? I mean, Reva talks about that all the time. Like, things can just go away. She pays for Canva, Epidemic, Stan, Leonardo AI, and a couple more.
Canva and Epidemic, I love both of those. Same as you, Marie. And Reva, Canva and Epidemic.
And I do pay, but once you start paying for them, you don't have any choice. They kind of get you. Like, meaning to say, once you start using them, you're like, how are you going to go back to not using it? So you do this month free trial, and then you're like, okay, so I have to stay now. Do you know what I mean? So,
but Substack, I would say, I mean, I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it.
No, I'm going to use it.
Cost me a penny, and it gives you again that free reign, like we have on our channels, that free reign to kind of talk about what you want. It's a slightly different audience for me on Substack, but it's good because you can see like how many people, like with most newsletter platforms, you can see how many people open it, what the open rate is, and I get comments through and I get likes through, and it's really nice. And
I love to work it out because yesterday I was just kind of, in the end, I didn't, because after being on all these other platforms yesterday, I was like, in the end, right, I give up, that's it. So and then you talk about Substack, and I was like, I'm going to do it one morning when I've got like, that headspace, and I'm going to go into it properly, because what it's like, it gets so confusing with all the platforms. There's so many different bits and pieces,
Kaz, I'm looking forward to that video then, where you break it down for us.
I'll break it down. Break it down.
You have to talk about my trick on downsub.com.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What's the trick?
On that video. No, you remember, like, when you copy the link, you go to a YouTube video, you copy that link, you put it into downsub.com, and then it just gives you the text.
It's brilliant.
Download the text. So you have it. Like,
I did it. Brilliant.
This morning, because I saw the conversation in WhatsApp, the group, and someone posted like, this is a really good video if you want to do digital products or something. I think you saw that, Karen. You said, I'm going to watch it later.
Yes. Oh, Susan posted it.
Yeah, exactly. Did you watch it? Or
yes, I did.
You did, right?
Yes, I did. Was that the one with Neil Patel?
Oh, Neil Patel.
Neil Patel, man.
But you know what? I didn't have the time because it was like 8 o'clock something, and I was like, oh, we're going on in 2 hours. I can't like watch this now. So I did the trick. I went to it's a bit maybe not very nice for the like creator, but hey, we like time is our most valuable asset, right? So so I went to the video and I copied the link. I put it in downsub.com. And then, I just downloaded everything and put it in ChatGPT. And I asked, hey, they are talking about digital products and maybe the future of like YouTube. And can you just explain if it's still worth it, with the digital downloads and selling these things? And can you also mention Stan Store if it's a good, combination? So, so it just immediately in a few seconds, I just got the answer.
Excellent.
Wow.
So this is like very, if you don't have the time, which I did, morning. You just do it, and I did it in a couple of minutes.
That's
And-
super
Wow.
powerful, Pernilla.
Yeah.
How did you find out about downsub? Because I've never heard of it, and I've just looked at the link and gone, "Ooh, that's useful."
Amazing.
There are several sites like this, but I can't remember where I just wanted to make like things efficient, and
Yeah.
like if you go into YouTube Studio and you want your whole script, it's a
It
mess.
does it does all the
Yeah.
time coded, and you're like,
So,
no.
I was like, there must be a better way. So yeah.
Thanks for that tip.
It's really cool if you want
Yeah.
to know something about that video, something specific that they're talking
Hmm.
about.
Yeah, Neil Patel's really interesting, actually, the stuff that he talks about. Yeah.
And have you guys just seen that Mr. Rob the Maritimer
Mr.
has
Rob
popped
the
in from
Maritimer.
Marv's
I think we summoned him
channel?
up. I think we summoned him up because we're
I
talking
think we
about
did. I think we
life on the
did.
boat
Yes,
yesterday. Hi,
yes. We
Rob.
actually, your ears must have been burning, Rob, because we were talking about Krista from New Brunswick was just saying about the Maritimers and, just the type of personality that people have in a really nice way, like just talking about the Maritimer sort of personality. I'm like, wow, okay. Like I just thought Rob was a Maritimer because he liked boats. Like literally, that's what I thought. Oh, so, yes. Okay.
Oh, Peter's asked, can someone explain how to add chapters to YouTube videos? You have to type them in yourself. I type them in myself.
No, also we missed a question before.
Oh, did we?
Peter.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he wanted to ask you, Karen, what the ebook is about.
Oh, look, it's just more. I've just
More
been
good
seeing that
stuff.
there's quite. Well, I've just seen that people have been like talking about like how to start on YouTube, and I just thought, I might just do like a fun one, like a really cheap one, or it might even be like a giveaway or whatever, email newsletter build or something. But it just like how to never start on YouTube, and I'd have like a bit of a fun, like all these things will ensure that you never start on YouTube. And so then I thought that I would throw in the kind of like, then actually, if you do, actually here's a little checklist of some things or whatever. So I've literally written a little book about, like a little ebook about how to never start on YouTube.
I love it.
So
Love it. When's it out, girl?
So cool.
When's it? When
well,
can we see
I don't
it?
know.
When can we get
All
hold of
this
it?
talk of how expensive Stan is now, I'm like, I might have to hustle up, get that video done of all the free stuff, right? Like the bare bones. Do you know what it will be? Chapter 1. Here we go. Chapter 1 of my video will be, if you just want to start quietly building a newsletter, for the future, you've got your Substack, right? And you're something else and you're something else.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do digital products at the cheap, you know what I mean? Like, so then chapter 2 might be something else or whatever.
But
okay,
we
talked about chapters.
Stan isn't it free until the end of the month because of the challenge? So you could start it and put your ebook there.
But then
to buy
after that we start
time.
Selling our organs.
Yeah, but then I know, right? But it gives you a couple of extra weeks to find, like, where else can I host it, or where can I send out my ebook?
But that's true. But if you launch, right? But if you launch and you go like, hey, don't get me wrong, no one's going to be flooding to my thing or whatever. But I don't know, like if you start something, you don't want to just change from Stan, like after being on it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter because the person signing up for it doesn't really care where it's coming from.
That's right. That's what I learned tonight. Pop his link in the chat. I can add him, be able to see him. Do you know what? I think I've just learned, and actually, Rob, because you don't use StreamYard, you use is it Camtasia or you use the MacBook system. But I've recently learned that if someone is watching my channel, I think that all the comments roll up. But on our live yesterday, some of the others were saying, I can only see the comments written by the person whose channel they're watching on. So that's a learning. That's a learning for me, if that is right.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah, maybe.
Thank you, Reva.
And the timestamps, and Peter was asking about the timestamps as well, because I think timestamps are really useful, aren't they?
I do them myself. I just go through where I want to put timestamps in.
Yes, I see what Krista's saying, that because if Krista's watching on my channel and all the comments aren't coming up, but I know. Maybe he didn't come through. No, he did not come. He came through on Marv's because Marv has worked with him before.
Yeah, and also an avid viewer, and learned a lot from him.
Yeah, he did literally long live yesterday, right? I'm intrigued to know how long that live went for. I'm thinking it might have been 2 to 3 hours, Rob. Actually,
what? How long was that?
You know what? I just could not see people letting him go in a hurry. You know,
he's on live asking all the questions now.
Yeah, it's true. People had all the questions, endlessly patient.
Q&A is a really great idea
it's
anyway.
ECAM.
Like even for our like live, wouldn't that be fun, Karen? Do you think? Like a Q&A for our live as well would be really good fun. Or do we kind of do a Q&A? I don't really know. Wouldn't it be fun to do a Q&A? So like people, or kind of advertise it as a Q&A. So people, if they do have any questions, they kind of know where to come.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, so there we go. Yeah, Rob, it's ECAM Live. That's it, not StreamYard. I should actually check that out, actually, Rob, because I have now just got, I broke my computer, so I've got a MacBook now, but and I heard you saying that was like an Apple product. I thought this was Marv's live stream.
Yeah,
it is Marv's live stream.
Yeah, because I shared it on.
Yes, I've only seen the chats on Marv's channel. I was wondering where all these other chats were coming from.
Yeah.
I guess it's because it's my StreamYard and we're all in on that, but.
And maybe that's because
starting back up on lives. Great Saturday nights, nice.
Oh, cool.
Kelly, the only ones on Karen's channel I know. Do you know what? I don't know. That's just you live and you learn, don't you?
Yeah, I don't understand
comments are all coming from.
But it's groovy because we're all congregated in the space.
Yes, Rob. Yes, Rob. We all would love to talk to Rob.
Yes.
Rob.
Excellent.
So there we go. We're asking you. Reva would love to talk to you. And we would love to talk to you.
How fascinating is
this? And we know that you're super busy. You're super busy.
These creators, how cool is this though? Like just having a moment of
reflection and like surrealism.
The numbers on their channels. I just think that's a bit humbling. I'm like, ooh.
A lot of other creators actually do lives like this. Is it very common? Is it common for a lot of other creators to do lives like this? Because I don't personally. Sorry.
So Rob did one. He was with him and Alexa. Was it Kevin Colby and someone else recently? Yeah. But Rob will often do other creators on his channel.
Yeah.
I wonder whether what we're doing, like as 4 of us, I've not seen many. I mean,
I don't think so.
We're in our own space, like Kaz, you and the American girls on Saturdays, and us on Sundays. With 4 of us and like new creators, this feels like a new thing.
I feel like it is. I don't feel like it's something that I've personally seen on YouTube a lot, but maybe just because I haven't been in it, I don't know. But yeah, I think it's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do live stream collabs all the time. The time.
Reva does them a lot.
Okay.
Rob does them. Rob, how long was your live for yesterday? Honestly, I'm sure it was 2 to 3 hours.
My goodness, it must have been very calming on the boat. I think he said he was going to go out and then just float.
I saw him on the shore.
Yeah,
I saw him on the rocky shore.
Okay.
And people were going, wow, just love that scenery there. And Rob was very humble and saying, well, there's lots of beautiful places. And I see Arizona and I say, wow, that's really, really nice. So he was just, deflecting all the compliments.
He does.
Yes, Krista is your neighbor, Rob, kind of, sort of. She's been educating us about Maritimers. Yeah, she's in New Brunswick.
Here. Oh, cool. Now, ladies.
Reva's starting her lives up again. That's
good.
Yes. So what time are your lives? What time are your lives on Saturday, Reva? Kelly's asking.
I think that I seem to remember, or maybe it was a Friday. A couple of Fridays I couldn't make, and it was like midnight in the UK. So I was like
late.
A couple of times I was in the pub or I was at a gig. I know I was at a gig with Austin. I was backing singing. So I was like, I can't make that live.
So there we go. Look at that. Live chat on the beach, 2 hours. Yes, Tuesdays was 3 hours, 10 minutes. I lose track of the time.
Oh, I know.
I don't even know. Yeah, because I wasn't there for the end of it because I think it was like super late at night where I was. But people were there was no slowing up the people, was there, Rob? I mean, same with Reva, I'm sure. she has to like, calm it all down and do the little wrap up.
Yeah.
5 p.m. or 7 p.m. EST.
It's so funny, Reva. Yes, I invited Marv. She ghosted me. That is so not true. Maybe my emails didn't get through, but I definitely remember I was at a gig with Oz, with my husband, and he like does his own music, Offal Club, and sometimes I am backing singer with him on a lot of his gigs that I get to. So there was definitely a night where I was out at a gig, and that was like, that would be impossible to do a live in a very loud club. And then I was going away. So hey, Reva.
Hi, Sally.
Invites open.
Hey, Sally.
Hey, Sally.
Live stream collabs. Right. So while we've got Rob here, so Rob, we are planning a creator meetup, like a bit of a convention, like over 40 in New York, and I'm thinking like in December next year, 2026.
I was going to say not this year, no.
Not this one, no,
say,
like
on,
next year.
up.
So I have my sites like, okay, guys, I don't think I've talked about this on here, but my first video I made on my channel, I made about Rob's video, about his authenticity video, right? And I think I was telling the American ladies that I nearly fell off my chair when Rob came on and commented about a month ago. And I was just like, oh, my freaking awkward. Oh my God, what was my video even about? You know what I mean? And then Rob's going, I had a bit of a look and I agree with some of those things. I'm going, oh my God, like awkward. And I was just like, and then the family go, well, are you going to ask him to come to New York? I'm like, I'm just going to be cool for 3 months. Okay. I'm just going to lay low. I'm going to lay low. Then I'm going to like pop up again sometime. But just, you don't be one of those weird, like stalky people, right? Just got to like, just chill, right? Because I mean, everyone sort of wants Rob to do everything, I'm sure. So what else? So just let that marinate. We're just socializing the idea there, Rob.
We should do it.
You don't have to say no right now. Okay.
Oh look,
New York.
New York sounds like fun.
New York, New York. Oh my God.
Rob says it sounds like fun.
Okay. Do you guys want to hear something really hilarious?
I'm down for that.
So have you seen? You've seen the American Girls, right? Like the
I watched your live yesterday. Actually,
okay,
so much fun.
Yeah, it's good.
So Peter's like calling us like everyone, like the Golden Girls. Like he's like, I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I love that, especially. And Mrs. Paula, she watches the Golden Girls to go to sleep and everything, right? But listen to this. One of the girls said yesterday, you know what? We're doing pretty well for a group of introverts. So no one could get in a word edgeways, right? Like it was just all gabble yesterday, and there was all the big excitement. So then when it was like a little bit of a lull, I then thought that I would say, oh, who do you think are introverts in this group? Because I wanted I wanted to know, because I wasn't sure whether the whole group. And then so funny, this guy, Dave Lowe, Get Some Color in Your Life, he starts going, yeah, no, that they might be watching a different show, but I'm not actually seeing a group of introverts here. It was very funny. Oh, New York, dude. Yes, Rob, New York. Yes, seriously, I am putting inquiries out to all these venues. Honestly, I tell you why, Rob. I went to New York in December for the first time, and I went to a niche perfume convention, and I was very, very excited because the guy Max 40 who runs it, big, like into perfume reviews guy, he started out 6 years ago by doing like a 1 day or a half day, 1 day. Then the second year it was like 1.5 days, 2 days. Last year, the 6th year was the first day. First year it was 3 days. And so I'm just like, yeah, you know what? No one's going to be asking us over 40 crowd. Well, they're not going to be asking me, but you know what I mean, to come to anything. But, we might just need to make our own party.
Too right.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're planning. So just no need to say no right now, Rob. You just keep thinking about it, please. That would be so lovely. But yeah, we would really love to have some big YouTubers in our over 40 space, and everyone admires you and Alexa and Kevin Colby and peeps like that. So
Reva, so cool.
Reva. Yeah, Reva knows all about this. Reva's coming.
Reva's ready.
Reva's coming. Yep. Reva is ready. She stands ready.
I love it. Teacher Kelly time. Woohoo! Our own party. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. I'm due another trip. I think I went
Yep,
in 2023.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm due another
And I've
trip.
gone and
Definitely.
asked
Yeah.
Max 40, how did you start? Did you just start renting like a bit of a hotel room where you were staying, like the big conference room? And I've gone to those people, I think it's Blace, BLACE. So I was in Hudson Yards. So I went to those people because I've got lots of rooms. So yeah, I've got a call with them actually, because I've just said, YouTube over 40 crowd, maybe up to 200, 150 to 200 people. Like I'm literally doing it. I'm doing it.
Well, you've got some bookings, kiddo. It's happening.
Yeah.
I'd
We're
definitely
just
be up for that.
making those noises.
I think it is. And I think it just goes to show, like, smaller creators, they can, some people might be smaller, but I don't know, it's real, isn't it? It's real. It's interesting.
It's real.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
That's
definitely.
Right. And then because who do the big conventions? Because I'm doing Jeremy B. I don't know if any of you guys have ever gone to his channel, but I was doing, I'm in his YouTube course, which Jeremy B. So I'll put his name down if you want to look up his thing.
Look him up.
But I have been, because I'm in his Discord group, and that's really the big value as well, right? Like he's got a video course and he's got a Discord group. So I've been really pondering that whole Discord, even though it's like a lot of gamers and that's the kind of like little vibe and energy when you're in there. But maybe it's because I see a lot of those little computer avatars. But I asked him, like, okay, like how do you even start about, like, what do they call it? VidCon, which is the big one. That's the big one, eh?
And then
And
there's
Mr. Beast, he thinks
Mr.
Mr. Beast, yeah. So he was one of the people like at that, and he gets to go to like the YouTube things. But where are we? Awesome. Let's do New York. God.
I was watching actually with my son when we were talking about Mr. Beast on the live last week. I found it so fascinating. I don't know if it was last week or I was talking about Mr. Beast somewhere. And then when my son came round, he watches the equivalent of Mr. Beast, but in Spain. And his name's Ibai somebody. And he literally, Ibai did a video on Mr. Beast's headquarters. Like it's a whole nother level. It's like a television station, basically, but quite incredible.
Like
quite
a
incredible.
Space station, isn't it? Really.
Especially, it's just
okay. Reva's got a question for Rob. Dealing with pissed off people and negativity, because with big numbers comes big opinions.
Yeah.
Probably people with a lot of ego, or probably people with a lot of jealousy who will troll. I imagine that's probably what growth comes with, doesn't it? People go, well, what's he qualified to say? Like, there's always people like that, aren't there? In those spaces.
Has Rob received a lot of kind of trolling and all those things as well?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yep. Dealing with the negativity in the comments is a huge barrier for a lot of people. It comes with the territory. Yeah.
Rob's done a brilliant video on that, actually, that we were talking about earlier. About how dealing with negative comments. It's so good. And how he kind of approaches and reacts to people.
And the other thing too, Rob, is do you follow Chase Hughes? You know, he talks about not looking at any of his comments, because he said, I've yet to see, and he's a very humble guy, but he talks about I've never seen a negative comment written by someone more successful than me. So I'll just put Chase Hughes in here.
I think
you know, like that's
perspective.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, I agree with that, right? Like if you're out there, you know, swinging away on the pitch, like actually out there, you know, how, you know, you're not being petty and small-minded and mean and nasty. Yeah. Come to the Maritimes. Come to the Maritimes.
I love that name. I love it. I think it's really great. I love that when people have got like from their channel, Rob the Maritime, and we've got the Maritimes, you know, the community of the Maritimes and stuff. I think it's really nice when we've got the communities that go along with the name. What does Reva say? I can't read it. So.
And my small, inexpensive course, wanting you to do astronomical things. Oh yeah, for the small price, right? Like people are buying your inexpensive course, and they're wanting like one-on-one, endless access to you.
Oh
right?
gosh, yeah.
And because I'm so giving, that's right. Got to manage those people. I can totally relate to Vanessa Lau.
Okay.
I couldn't care less about negative comments, really. I feel that you treat them the same as you would in person, normal life. Marv, was that you? Did you say on one of our chats that you've seen a video where trolls were being interviewed? Was that you that said that?
Oh, no.
Someone's gone and
I've
said
not
that in
seen
the
that.
chat. Someone's gone and said that. Like that they've seen a
Wow.
YouTube video about trolls being interviewed.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, we spoke about that last week, didn't we?
Was it?
The coaching, the one-to-one, got it, where they're just still wanting like more than the parameters of the course.
No, why do people do that? They like expect you at their beck and call, or expect more than even what you've prescribed as a service for them. What on earth is that about? What kind of mentality is that? I don't understand.
Oh, okay. So sorry. No, Reva's saying that we've all gone and said, oh, yep. So it's the one-to-one coaching. That did you say that they want you to do astronomical things for them? Is that what you said, Reva?
Doesn't make any sense, does it? Yeah. Quite possibly.
And Rob named his channel Rob the Maritimer because he didn't know what his channel was going to be about when he started. I kept it generic. I thought Maritimer because of the boat. Like, does anyone else ever think that as opposed to the area?
Maritimer, definitely the word. Yeah.
Yeah, I just go, yeah. He's a boat. There's a boat theme. His office is like boat theme. The thing I think is negative is that people that claim to support your channel, but your analytics tell you otherwise. I feel like shouting sometimes because they're being dishonest, but your analytics claim to support your channel. Yes, but how can you tell if someone isn't supporting your channel, I guess?
Because that's a good point actually, because when people subscribe, there's no way of telling whether they subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. And actually, how do you define support? Because you could subscribe but still not be watching every single video that comes up. And that's why there's loads of videos about, aren't there, saying there is a real difference between subscribers and views.
That's a huge difference.
And a lot of people saying in their videos, please hit subscribe, because I can tell from my analytics that 60 to 70% of you who are watching do not subscribe. So the whole thing about
because there's a thing on your analytics, isn't there?
And you can tell that. And I think I saw Alexa saying that about please subscribe, because a lot of you are watching but you don't subscribe.
Yeah.
And what's the most important? Is it views? Is it subscribe? There's a whole debate, isn't there? I mean, I ain't even getting into this.
I think it's both, isn't it? It's being able to have both.
It's like whatever.
Yeah. And Reva's just saying with 29K, but she's got 400 to 700 faithful returning viewers. That's how you know. Yeah, true that. After they comment, your analytics say the watch time has dropped. Oh, right, because they've only watched a small part of the video.
Oh, I see.
You kind of know when, I think it's, when people are watching, and I mean, I know this, like when people watch your video to do a meditation, for example, obviously you know that, because you can see how long people stick around for. But obviously when you've got like your community and supporters, not everybody, even your community, not everybody's going to want to watch a whole meditation because it's not their thing, but they still support you. Do you know what I mean? So there's, I think that's kind of noticeable, at least for me anyway. But it's fine because I'm really happy. You know what I mean? Being in part of a community is wonderful.
Yeah. And
not everybody going to like your videos, and that's absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean? I think the people that want to watch will, and they won't.
That's right. Yeah. And Rob's just saying the thing to remember about trolls: they typically leave their negative comments, never to return. They aren't your target audience. So that should make it easy to just delete and move on. So Rob, do you delete? What about the people? Do you get any people saying subbed and waiting and all of that? Do you get that? Because I don't think I've ever seen that on Rob's, but does that mean he just deletes them, or do they just not even try it on your channel?
Maybe it's so like for small creators, or
the subbed and
I've had the subbed and waiting, and I'm like,
nah. I don't think I've seen those comments on Rob's.
Okay. Have you had those, Karen?
I'll get the odd one. It started actually, I think I started after I first started following Reva, and any comment, then I had some subbed and waiting, then they came like in the comments, and then they came over to my channel.
It's so rude, isn't it?
Subbed and waiting. And then I remember thinking, oh wow, like, okay, I need to go and like, I actually think I removed a couple of my comments from Reva's, but then I think by that stage she was really addressing it head on and just literally making videos about it. And then she talked one day just about how she's cleared out like 1,000 or a couple thousand or whatever of people that were just really, you know, mucking up her channel. They're not your target. Reva, so Kelly's saying your title and thumbnails are good. They've caught my attention since following you. Yeah, they're amazing. Oh, interesting. Subbed and waiting. I get that a lot. I delete them immediately. There we go. That's it. That's it. Take that rubbish out.
Yeah, because it's so rude, isn't it? Just expecting a sub when clearly you're not gonna watch a channel where there's content that you're not interested in. Why are you going to sub to a channel that you're not interested in? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
I know, and you know, let alone all of the. You could be thinking about making a video in the time that you're spending sitting there subbing and waiting, right?
I think it's interesting actually that subbed and waiting. I think, given and let me know what you think about all this. Having watched, you know, we'll watch Rob, we watch Reva, we watch Alexa. We understand that subbed and waiting is not the way to grow. It's not a clever thing to do. So it makes you wonder. Those people really don't get the stuff, or they're not seeing the stuff or watching the kind of advice that we are. Because if they did, they wouldn't do it, would they?
Yeah.
So it just means you get the subscribers, but not the views. No. Which Dan is, I mean, I was just looking on the analytics actually, because we were talking about people who are not subscribed. I was just looking at mine because I've got 88% of people not subscribed who watch my videos, which is quite a lot, I think, isn't it?
How many? 88%.
88%. 12% subscribe and 88%. And all of I'm really lucky. My subscribers are really lovely, because people who watch my meditation immediately, they will say, oh, I love this video. Thank you so much. I've just subscribed to you. And they're not people from YouTube. They're public subscribers, you know, public people. And that's really nice, because you know that, you know, for me, each meditation is being watched and that person really enjoys it. And they've decided to subscribe. So, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's lovely. I've had some lovely comments as well, really lovely comments and things. And also, there's also this thing going round. I don't know if it's on wellness channels or what kind of. There's this. I don't know. It's like spam or somebody's writing this like huge long comment, and it talks about, oh, I bought this. It's advertising a book. It's advertising a wellness book.
Oh, totally. Yeah, they say, oh, this is so underrated. I cannot even believe this underrated book.
Yeah,
so Rob's saying he
just
deletes
ignored them.
And then that comment gets like 32 likes. You know, you're like, what?
Yeah. And then other people just say bots. Do you know what? I think that what Rob is saying about deleting them so others don't think it's a good idea, isn't that the same thing as like, you know how local city councils, when there's like a broken window or some graffiti starts, you know, like they just want to fix it straight away, because other people then just, all the people who want to like cause trouble and, you know, break windows and do graffiti, they'll think, oh, this is the kind of, it's kind of like where dogs are peeing up on lampposts. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, right? That concept. Yep,
exactly.
I seldom delete a comment unless it's really bad. Add to the algorithm promoting your channel engagement's good, even if it's negative.
Oh no, I have to disagree with that. Controversially.
All right.
With the comments add to the algorithm promoting your channel, only because the time I had borderline racist and highly sexist comments on a short of mine, which was totally innocuous. And one guy came in and started blah, 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 and I stupidly got engaged with his comments. And then there was literally a pile on, as we call it, a pile of people piled on who I saw as their accounts. I assumed from their accounts were men, because they were male names. And they started on with the sexism. And I was like, what the hell are you doing here? I do not want that attached to this video. I deleted the comments and I privatized that video, because I don't care. I don't want negative comments like
no exactly, because it can hurt your channel.
And hurting like the
There are
vibe of
different
my channel. I
levels
want to sit
on.
them there. No, yeah. So
I
not
mean,
for
that
me.
was
I
on
don't want them.
another level, right,
Yeah,
Marv?
that's a
A
hot.
different
Yeah,
level
Oh,
of,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
Nice
I've had
comment from Peter about you, Reva. For the
sorry.
price, I think Reva's one-to-one coaching is amazing value and probably be
nice.
the first one I do.
Hey.
I'll look at that.
I love this. Looking in the comments, everyone's like, hi. Was in the comments going, oh, you're hey. I love
I've
that.
had on one of my meditation videos. It's so funny. I think Pernilla will know which one it is. In the background, there are these birds, and so it's just so funny because now it's a bit of a rolling. Like the comments are actually really quite funny. So
really?
Yeah, no, that's funny because in the background I put like bird sounds, which are lovely, but there are crows that come out. So the running crow, which is, for me is quite normal because I hear crows all the time, don't have a problem with it. When I uploaded it, there was that tiny thought in my head and I thought, but I still did it. So anyway, I had quite a few people come back to me and say to me, it would have been lovely. That people really polite, it would have been lovely if it weren't for the crows. And I'm just like, oh God, I knew I should have taken the crows out. So I was just like, I'm really sorry. But now it's become it's really quite funny because people say, people will still comment and say, it would have been lovely if it weren't for the crows. And then there's other people, I love crows. Like, it's really natural.
That
It's
was
not
the best
crows
part
all
of
the
the
time.
video. I just really was in the, I was there. I was
But now you've
outside
got
in the
people
crows.
kind of playing in the comments, like saying, oh no, but I love the crows and I didn't love the crows. So now the comment section of that video's like turned into this quite funny place where people are kind of commenting on, you know what I mean? And it's not turned nasty. There's no nastiness or anything. It's just a bit of fun, and people are kind of commenting either way. But yeah, it can, when that happens, it's really nice as well, I think,
And which
Luckily,
also proves like there's always something for someone,
Exactly.
Thought,
It's not
people liked it and some people didn't.
Some people did.
Like
some people are just like, it's nature, and I'm like, because it's not. I mean, it's not loads. It's only a little bit. But I suppose it's just funny. Every time somebody comments on that video, I'm like, I wonder what they're going to say, and I don't take it badly, like that. But feedback is always good. I feel like as long as it's done in a nice, polite way, and I think feedback's always good. Even if it's not what we want to hear or anything. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's the best thing that we can have. Subscriber feedback, especially.
True.
Oh, and Marv, can you see what Krista's saying? She said, she said it wrong. If your
I
channel
can't read,
generally...
Can't see it.
Okay, I'll read it. So Krista
I can't see it because it's so tiny. I can't see it, and my eyes don't work that well. So
no, that's all good. If your channel generally has good comments and thumbs up, the occasional thumbs down or negative comment doesn't affect the algorithm. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, totally. I get that.
We're talking about absolute just nastiness.
And so, Kristen, I misinterpreted what you'd said because I was just like, oh my gosh, no, I would not leave negative comments on. But I see what you're saying is about a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm not
that was before you went on to explain that, you've had a vile one,
Sure. No offense taken and no offense given there, Kristen. Almost off grid, grandma.
I hear that a lot from a few of my female
eternal brummy sign for all right, it's okay. Thumbs up.
Yep, we're not engaging in negativity. Yeah. Energy is too valuable.
Yeah.
We can't control negativity, but we can control how we react.
That's right, Peter.
Exactly.
That's right.
Like that, Peter. Yeah.
Bang on.
Couldn't say it better.
I think I'm going to have to leave you guys soon because I'm going to run out of battery again.
That's all right. We're probably
phone.
Should we just squizzle down these? Thank you, Sally. Off to make Hub special Father's Day breakfast. Thank you, Sally.
It's true.
And Sally's coming on out.
Father's Day today everywhere, or where is it Father's Day?
In the UK.
In
Spain? It is in the UK.
I don't know. Spain's a different day.
She's in Pennsylvania. Is that right? If I remember that right, Sally?
Oh,
you in Pennsylvania?
The other birthday? Oh no, it's okay. In Spain, it's the 19th of March. It's all right. It's happened. Just for,
it's definitely UK
not for me, for my son's dad to remind him. But yeah, it's not. It's okay. It's always different days in different countries.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll just squizzle down here. Then we'll let you go. What day do you not create content, literally or consciously slow down? Do you guys have a slow down day where you're like off grid?
Oh God,
yeah.
What day? Do you have like a set day, or just it can be any day that you feel like you need it?
I never have a set day.
No.
Are we Friday afternoon for you, Marie? I never have a set day because I can't have a set day because there are days sometimes when I've got to be in studio in London, so I'm like,
okay,
I can't work, and then do content on top. Yeah, just whenever I can take an opportunity to, but try. I don't do a very good job at it actually. I'm quite obsessive about content creation and writing my newsletters and stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah, like you take some time to do something different though, perhaps not just be online or
I do. Yeah.
All right, so we've got some Happy Father's Day comments.
Happy Father's Day, everyone.
So is it Father's Day in Canada? Remember the video with you and your daughter? Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. That was just such a beautiful video. I loved that. She's such a sweetie.
Yeah, it is UK and Canada. Oh, that's so cool. Because I thought the UK days were just totally always separate from other countries. So UK and Canada, it is Father's Day today. That's so cute.
Happy Father's Day. Anyone? I can see all the comments. They've got like 140 comments because I'm on my phone. I can't reply. Oh, Jazz is there as well. What does Jazz say? I try to.
Jay says Saturdays. Saturdays. Jay says I try to be present with family and off. I try, and then like a.
I get that emoji. But that's it. Honestly, I need glasses because I've just got really bad eyesight.
Yeah. Pernilla, do you get a day off? Do you take a day off?
Who?
I do. When my mind tells me that, okay, this is enough, I'm overwhelmed, so let's just have a break. Then I take breaks. Yeah. Like
it's important.
As I feel overwhelmed, I do it. Yeah. Because
and
I used to be like go, and it doesn't work for me anymore. Like no, I can't do it. So I need the breaks and to rest. Yeah. But
what about you, Kaz? Because you have a lot of late nights and stuff with the lives and stuff.
Really?
Like now, because
no,
it's 11:30 at night for you now.
No, dude, no. God, no. It's
What time is it?
Well, it's 10:30.
10 hours. 10:30. Okay.
I'm a little bit more nocturnal. I
was loving you.
I think Reva, are you Sunday? Is it Sunday? Oh, here we go. Mine is Sunday. I spend time with self and family, create slowly. Never really off my schedule, bike rides and stuff. Yeah.
I think it's important to have a day away from the computer or a few hours away from your computer. For me, it's about that. It's literally because I spend all day on the computer because I work on the computer all day, like online and stuff. So for me, it's literally like not being on my computer. Okay. Like that's what I call it, not being on my computer, not staying in front of a screen because I do like watching YouTube, but like not being on my YouTube, not being on the computer, just taking that few hours just to breathe really.
Yeah. And go and touch grass.
Yeah.
And kind of I was watching
the real world. Yeah.
One of Karen's videos yesterday, absolutely brilliant. I can't remember what it's called, Karen, but you were talking about like what I just loved it. It was brilliant. Like what you like, the clothes you want to wear, like not being.
Oh, is that like things I don't care about now that I'm over 50?
Rings. You were showing me. I love the rings.
All the Fisher Price dolls, like.
Oh my god, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I was just stuck to it, and I just loved it because you said so much. It was so much about yourself, and you were talking about not really being that fussed on cooking. And I was like, who wants to cook? I'm like, if you like cooking, hands down, hands up to you. But I don't.
I know.
And I just thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I was actually really like pushing that boat out on being like a little bit, what do you call it, polarizing. But hey, we're not here to be vanilla ice cream, are we? Because like then, vanilla isn't everyone. Well, actually, I don't know. A lot of people, it's their favorite, but it's just, if you're going to make a video like that, you've just got to really commit to it, Commit to it.
Yeah, you did. You did such a good job.
Yep. And if I don't care about a hot meal and I just want to like put the 40-second little pot of rice in and open a tin of tuna or whatever, I will do that. Because who said that? Tracy, she was going, if I want to have a brownie for breakfast, I'll just
I
have
will have exactly, because when you're an adult, you get to choose what you do. Believe it or not,
you actually get to choose. Yeah.
There's nobody saying you can't have chocolate for breakfast. Exactly. Why not? You know,
the older we get, it's the moment on the lips, isn't it?
I would love to see this video. What's the title of it? Or when did you post it?
It's not that good a video.
No, I want to see it.
It was just
oh God, no, it's brilliant.
One of the trendy
I will send it. I will send it.
No F's given?
No F's given. Yes.
No. Oh God, which one is it? I'm going to look for it. It's so good. I loved it because Karen is very raw, very. Have you got it or not? I'm just going to go onto Karen's channel and find it. Hang on.
Because I'm looking through and I'm going, is it no F's given?
I can't remember what it is. It'll be in my history.
Miss Reveals is going.
Bye.
Thank you for coming on, Reba.
Bye, Reba.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Oh,
where is it?
I've been to get Reba
okay, it's called I Watched Two. No F's given. Bye, Rob. Thanks for being here.
Rob. Thank you so much, Rob. We so appreciate it. And yes, and we all heard you not say no yet to New York, and we did actually hear you say that New York sounds pretty interesting for an over 40 creator meetup convention. So yeah, just keep that thinking in your mind. Thank you, Rob. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. And Marv, it's called No F's Given.
That is that one.
No
Brilliant.
F's given.
Yeah, that's the one.
I copied that. Who's it? Lizette? Life with Lizette.
Oh yeah, I like her.
Who does she look like? Halle Berry.
Oh, she does a bit. Oh, she does.
Yes,
she does.
It's a brilliant thumbnail. It's a brilliant everything. I don't know. I just loved it.
I think I copied her little no F's given, but I changed it up a little bit. Just maybe a little bit.
You know, one of the things that I learned not that long ago was when I was, because when I started by blogging. One of the things that I did learn was that we shouldn't be aspiring to be like big channels. We should be more looking at smaller channels who are, do you know what I mean? Like rather than, because I remember thinking about thumbnails, you see all these kind of trending thumbnails and think, oh, I'd love to do one with like that thumbnail. But apparently it's kind of better to have a look at what smaller creators are doing rather than the big ones, because we're not in that space yet. That was just something that I just remembered then.
Do you know what?
But
you go, you finish.
No, go for it. I was just
you're exactly right. Because some people try to like imitate Ali Abdaal, or like let's be productivity.
I did one of my thumbnails, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I just sort of mean that they're trying to be like productivity guy or whatever. Like, and the other thing is Peter McKinnon, who I think is one of the most famous sort of Canadians on YouTube with his 6 to 7 million followers, the photographer and videographer guys. Have you guys ever seen his channel?
No.
Peter McKinnon. I'm going to put Peter McKinnon down because you know what? He's kind of like crazy famous, like kind of like he's like friends with Casey Neistat. He's way up in that realm now, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? He's got this thing where for years he did this like little "What's up, everybody?" He's got this amazing Canadian personality that people think. I hope Rob's gone now. I'm sure he's gone now, so I don't want to embarrass myself. But people think that people really no pressure, right? If you're a Canadian, that everyone just expects you to be this really, really nice person. But Canadians are good people. But anyway, he's just amazing personality, really charismatic, and his channel's just gone like really blown up because personality, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, my whole point is that, like, let's say around COVID time when people were starting to like come out and make all their own channels and things, I just saw these people just going, "What's up, everybody?"
They were copying him,
or whatever, and people are like,
because they're copying him because they were like, "Oh yeah, this is a good way to go. If he's doing well, I'm going to work."
Bless, right? Bless, but no,
it doesn't work. I don't think it works, does it? It doesn't work and even on my meditation videos, like although I feel like my meditation videos are very different to other people's, you do look at some titles and you think, "Oh, that would be a really great title to do." And I actually, my own title, like one of my first meditation videos. So I kind of copied my own title again, but put the words around the other way. And it didn't do half as well as the other one. So I don't know. It's swings and roundabouts.
I think it's a dark art, the whole title stuff.
It is a dark art.
It's weird as hell.
it's a science, like they're all trying to sort of say it's a science, but surely it's a science and an art, a dark one, right? Because as soon as they say, here's, you only want 2 or 3 ingredients, and then you just get someone doing something completely different, and it's that newness, right? That freshness that seems to really capture people.
Yeah.
And then everyone just goes running to that side of the boat until that side of the boat starts sinking, right?
And you just find yourself running around.
Right, tearing your hair out.
From the boat, try not to fall in.
Right.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Kaz, do you get a day for yourself? Do you make a day for yourself?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I do. I don't know if I keep it the same day every week. I'll just have like an evening where I just think, you know what I mean? I'll just watch some Netflix and stuff like that. And this is the other thing too, I guess, is that, and look, I have to say too, like with Rob, that was a really touching video, wasn't it? The one he did with his daughter, but he just said his dad rang him up and he just had all this work lined up, right? Like talk about being influenced, you know, like, is that someone's dog? Is that your dog's cat snoring? Is there like a little animal snoring? I can just smell it. I can just hear a little gentle, like little snoring.
You might get to hear something because of the wind, because I've got something moving around here. It's all going on. It's all going on here.
Amazing, amazing.
The horses were actually screaming a moment ago. Like,
oh, that would be I look like yes, it sounds like something. But you see how Rob did that video that he made. He went on the boat with his dad and his daughter, and his dad just rang up and said, "I'm going out. You want to come out?" And Rob's like, "Yes, I do," and he just like rescheduled, you know, and just went out with his dad. It was the day that he just said, "Look," and I did make a video, but I wanted to spend the day with my dad, and you know, did a bit of a last minute reschedule with people and stuff like that. But I think that when I did that video as well with my mum and spending a bit more time with my mum and everything, but like, you know, you these things are in your mind, aren't they? You know, they really make an impression.
Yeah, that was
I love that video.
Lovely video.
Honestly, love that.
It was a real reminder to be present. And I made a meditation video because I was really inspired by Karen, you and Jazz, both of you. I was inspired because Jazz went off to a meditation retreat and you made that video. And I came home and I made a meditation video called Pause. Because I just felt so inspired, you know, stop and take in your surroundings, take in the people in your life. And I just felt really inspired by you.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I am dying. Have you guys seen the video that Jason Marie made? I have not seen it yet, but I'm dying to watch that.
Oh my goodness me. I did not promote Spain in any way, shape or form. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Rob's going. See you, Rob. See you, mate. Thank you so much.
Bye, Rob.
Did you
if you watch
Spain,
it, Karen? No, I didn't promote Spain. Actually, I think I probably put everybody off from actually coming here. I'm just not
hilarious.
I think it depends on your headspace, and I'm not in such a good. When you're not in such a good head, it's nothing to do with the country. The country's fine. It's me. And so every question that was asked, even though I had all my answers written down, I was like, oh God. And I'm very honest, so it all just comes blurbing out like I'm vomiting. How crap it is to live in. And I'm just like, oh shit, I'm not selling it to anyone, am I? No.
Okay,
it was fine, but it was a lovely interview.
We've heard from Jace. It's not true. You were amazing. Of course you were amazing.
Oh, bless her. I don't know, I just felt very negative.
Karen, I just want to ask you, you remember I think it was a short where you were talking about like if you are hustling and you have to spend time doing it, like
that's right. The dream is free but the hustle is real or something.
Exactly. I wanted to ask you like, how do you deal with, because I guess you deal with this as well, when you feel like a little bit guilty for not doing what you should be doing with the with the content.
Family.
Know what I mean? Like I found myself like yesterday thinking about this at the party, and I was like, what I'm not present. What am I thinking about? Like I was thinking about I should be home doing some content right now. Do you know what I mean? Like how do you how do you
I don't know I don't know, what about the rest of you? Because I definitely get like that and feel like that. And what about you guys? How do you deal with it when you are actually somewhere, but in your mind you've got, do you know what, especially, I tell you what the biggest pull for me, the biggest pull would be if I filmed the video and the editing is sitting there waiting, right? That'll be quite a big thing, as opposed
You get
to
itchy, like,
because before that it's all hypothetical, isn't it? You don't even know what the video is going to look like if you haven't made it. But if you've got some editing there, that's just quite the biggest magnetic pull, like to me. But
oh, it's hard to be present somewhere else when your brain is almost always on. Yeah, I found it's quite difficult.
What did Jay say?
I just have to. Oh, Jay says, "Cars are videos coming out this week."
I've got one. I've got
coming
one with
in
Jay.
production.
Yay.
So looking forward
We've
to it.
got Dr. Ruth on. Hello,
Hey,
Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Ruth.
Yay.
Ruth is amazing.
Yes, we need to bring Dr. Ruth on.
Ruth needs to join.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
she does. Amongst all your other busy things.
She's a Brit as well. She's a Brit. She's in. I think she's in the other half of the Midlands. Some in West Midlands. I think Ruth is in the other half of the Midlands. So a hop, skip, and a jump.
Just a little bit.
That way.
So we're talking about yes.
Yeah.
What about you? What about you? So what about you, Marv? Like, are you quite present? I mean, you know, when you're at a party, when you're somewhere, are you quite present, or sometimes are you thinking, oh gosh, I've got all this stuff to do?
I do. I have to be present around them because I also care a lot for my elderly mum. So I go and do shopping, go over to her and hang out with her and stuff like that, and sort out her fridge and freezer and stuff. And in those times, because she's disabled and so on, I'm like fully present, right? I'm looking after mom. With even though I say I'm obsessive about doing this channel, no, I still have time. I'm still going out to the pub. Me and Austin going to the pub. We might go this afternoon. I'm probably going to finish off this video, upload it, right, and then I'll forget about it. There's all of the things that are going on that I'm like, I have to be present. But when I am at home and near the laptop, the laptop is calling me.
Yes.
It's like, hey, Marv, you know that to-do list? Oh, no, you've got to do this. You've got to switch this a bit, right? Oh, come on.
Why are you ignoring me, Marv?
Honestly. It was tough. I found going, obviously it was brilliant going to Cyprus with hubby, but it was the first time I've been away for that long since I started YouTube. And I was like, what am I going to do without my Mac? Shall I take it? No, Austin's going to go mental. Don't take it. Don't be silly.
Really?
It went through my mind.
Yes. Would he really? Would he really? Even if you did like an hour or something,
no.
Would he just say, well, hang on, we're in Cyprus?
But it's never an hour, is it, on your laptop?
That's the thing.
It's never an hour.
No, because
time runs away, quite literally.
Yeah. And he does get it, and he does understand it, and he's so fully supportive, and he's a media guy. He's he works in corporate law, and he does filming and editing and all that stuff. So he's great. He's my little technical backup. But also I was like, no, Marv, just leave it. Just leave the thing. Just get into the real world.
You can do this.
Yeah, so I find I can. Yeah, I can kind of
separate. What did Jan say? She wrote something. I saw it. I can't see it.
Yes. She just said.
Said YouTube is an addiction. YouTube is an addiction when you are a YouTuber.
I kind of agree. I think
we all need to meditate to be present.
We all need to meditate to be present and not think about YouTube.
I like that attitude. Yeah.
And by the way, Jace, I've been checking back on your channel, waiting for your video post your meditation retreat.
Me too.
Right.
when it gets, it's going to be so exciting, I think.
So when Jace is saying that she's working this morning, well, we hope that you're uploading that video, Jace. Like,
baby. Right in that
if you're going to miss this. Okay, Ruth, I just went on holiday with family, ended up making a video on staying healthy on holiday. Hubby filmed some B-roll.
Oh, wow.
Well,
hey, go on, Ruth. You got husband being your cameraman. Hey,
that's exactly right. He filmed some B-roll. Because what was it, Brenda? Brenda said, like, her husband used to just be like, oh, man, like, do you need to stop and do this and stop and do that? And then she said, one day this thing's turned a little bit, and then he'd say to her, oh, do you think that'll be good to get a little bit of video of? And she's just like, oh, yes. And so now he's parking the car in good places for her to lean out the window and stuff.
That's so cool.
Oh, here we go.
That's
It's
so
coming.
cool.
It's coming tonight or tomorrow at the latest.
Coming hard tonight.
Oh,
We ready. We ready.
Yeah. Excited for it.
Oh yeah, proper. Oh, I like the fact that Ruth's hubby's on it as well.
yes. What B-roll did hubby film?
Yeah,
Ruth?
interesting. Yeah. I've got some B-roll actually that on this video tonight that Austin filmed of me when we were on
I'm
holiday.
excited to watch your video as well, Marv. I'm looking forward to it. I love the one in Ibiza as well.
Oh,
it was
thank
very
you.
raw. It was wonderful. Really was.
Thank you very much. It was a tough one. I didn't know whether or not to post it, and this is like a follow-up and a kind of explanation of what I've spoken about earlier, you know, what I want to do with it and where I want to take it, and some reasons why. So yeah,
I think
that might be out at lunchtime.
People are going to feel heard by you because people are often going through a lot of the similar things. So I think it's so nice for people to have something to resonate with and to, do you know what I mean? It just is. And you were talking a lot earlier about letting go. At the very beginning of the live, you were talking about letting go of, you know, should I let go of this job now? Should I let go of this and all the rest of it? And I've had to make a really big decision this week, and I have to let go of my business. I have to let it go because it's costing me more than it is. It's costing me more than it is to actually, do you know what I mean? I'm actually getting in debt from like having, you know, because it's so expensive to be self-employed here. So, you know, I kind of like that decision, like when you come to it, you're like, okay, well, you would talk about letting go. In my case, I'm going to have to let it go. But, you know, there was part of me that was relieved. I was like, bloody hell, perhaps I can breathe at night.
So is this your English teaching?
Yeah. I'm not going to stop teaching, but because I also I give classes in a company, in a international company here, so I've got classes in Madrid and all over the place, and I really enjoy that. And I charge a good rate, you know what I mean, for doing that. But it's not enough, because when you're self-employed here, you pay €260 a month just to be self-employed.
What?
And then on top, yes, no, it's ridiculous. So I pay 260 just to be self-employed, 65 to have an accountant, because here I've got to have an accountant. I wouldn't know what I'm doing. Then obviously got to pay for all my applications like Zoom, Microsoft, all the things that I've got. So you're talking about €400 a month just to do my job. And so at some point, you know, I've got to just stop. It doesn't mean to say I'm going to stop teaching. I should probably still teach and do the odd class and whatever, but I can't. No, I have to kind of stop. Otherwise it's...
So do you need to be in Spain?
Yeah, I've got my son. Yeah.
And your son was born there.
He was born here. He was born in 2003. Exactly. He was born here. And I do need to be here, especially last year, because obviously he was diagnosed. And not that I wasn't ever going to be here. I was kind of really thinking about moving to a different part of Spain, like the north, because I honestly can't stand the heat. So I thought, well, the north of Spain would be great. It's a little bit cheaper, blah, blah, blah. But it's really complicated, because my son, you know, my son's dad house is literally opposite my house. So, and he lives between both, and I need to be here. I want to be here. Do you know what I mean? I want to be here for him.
Yeah, that's where home is right now, and for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry to hear about you going through that. I was the same, Maria. Sorry to hear about that decision that you had to make. But like you were saying about, you're in that turmoil of, oh, I know I've got to do something, but and then you've made that brave step, because you need to get rid of that pressure, because that's a lot. I had no idea to pay all that. I had no idea.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't understand why they don't look at a person individually. I don't own a company. It's just me. Do you know what I mean? And I can't. And you know, as you know, prices have gone through the roof. Here in Spain is the same. You know, like it's all in proportion, and it's all really expensive. And like when you start losing money through it, it's just not worth it. And I was talking to somebody the other day. I actually went in for an appointment, and I just laid it all on the table, and she just said to me, it's just not worth you being self-employed. And I think I needed to hear it from somebody, and I knew it wasn't last year, but I kind of battled on through because I'm one of those people that kind of feels very committed, like especially to the company where I give classes, and I didn't want to let them down. But it's not about letting them down. I've got no choice. I'm going to have to, otherwise it's me that's going to go down.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to protect yourself, and you've done the right thing. So I
thank you.
I think we all understand that feeling of the sadness and the loss. But also you said about the relief, and I think the relief to now you've got
in my
you let
case,
go
I
of
think.
that, the pressure, and that means you can forge ahead with.
I mean, I don't know. This is, I think it's a
YouTube
bit
and
what you
other
were saying,
things.
Marv. I have no idea like what I'm going to do or what's going to happen. Like I'm in the dark. I have no idea. But part of me is just like, well, you know, obviously I have to get off my own ass and I have to make sure that I've got a job and that I've got money coming in. You know what I mean? I can't just leave it to the universe. You know, it's the same, you know, I can manifest as much as I want, but it's not just going to happen unless I put the action into it happening. But yeah, I've just got to do it. I've just got to, you know, get on out there and say, okay, well, I'm going to have to get a normal job, which doesn't, you know, I don't really want to just get a normal job, but, you know, that's what I'm going to have to do. And that's fine. You know, I'm going to do YouTube on the side. I shall probably do a few classes on the side. So have my side hustle.
Digital
and just,
products.
You know,
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do that video from the ideas that you've told me, like the Substack and the other free stuff. Like, you know, like this is what we need to investigate, because that's a bit of a shock, isn't it? The $29 to the $99. But yeah. Anyway, Marie. Yeah. So you cannot do like a week of work just to then come out on top. You know what I mean? From your
no, I mean, I don't come out on top anyway. It's too much. It's too much. It upsets every year I get the same, and I'm like, I'm really just upset with the country that they don't look at people individually, but they just don't. You know, there's no chance of being a free, you know, like I think, okay, be freelance, but there's no freelance. It's like self-employed and that's it. And the worst thing is that they charge you, first of all, 60 or 70 euros a month. So at the beginning, you're like 60 or 70 euros a month, which is amazing. But of course, like, you know, it's like after the first year, well, that's it. You know, a bit like Stan.
Yeah, like Stan. A lot like Stan, yeah.
Yeah, it goes up to 180, and then it goes up to 220, and then it's 260, and it's like, whoa, you know.
Because the other thing too is that wages and salaries are low, aren't they? They're at the lower end, is that right, in Spain? So where's the encouragement, right, for people just to create their own business, and then you're going to potentially, like, you grow your business, like your little one-man band, and you can employ other people, and you've got money to put back into the economy. Like, where is the reward for that?
There is nothing. There is nothing. And I think that's what I feel quite let down by it, to be honest. But there's nothing, you know, I can fight, I can say as much as I like, you know, I hate the government. I just feel like they're, you know, really, you know, it feels unfair that I'm trying.
I thought you were going to say that.
Yeah. But there's nothing you can do. And I'm just like, so it's okay. I had to come to the decision, you know, and I did that this way. And I was like, right, okay, it's time to let go. I have no idea what's going to happen. So I'm like, as I said, a bit in the dark, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm, you know, like I said earlier, like relief is in play as well. You know, I feel quite relieved to think, okay, well, make a plan of action, how I'm going to tell people what's going to happen, and that's it. You know, just go for it.
That's it, girl.
Yeah,
that's it. Yep.
Sometimes you've got to bite the bit and just get on with it. You know.
Yep, bite down hard.
We've got you. Anytime you need us.
I'm well. You've got me, but my phone is literally not going to get.
We better
this is all our time. Otherwise, we're going to get bed sores.
It's going. I'm so.
Bed sores.
I've got to go, so I'm going to go. But you guys stay if you need to. Okay.
No, we're all going to go. We're going to go and do our things and our.
Are you sure? So I'm so sorry. I've literally got 5%.
Kelly's had to go. See you, Kelly. See you, Jace.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Bye, everyone. Bye, girls.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.